Test.
1, 2. I hear you. Fade it out. We can turn up on yours a little bit.
Turn mine up?
Yes, sir.
Testing 1, 2. You're saying on your end I sound a little loud?
You sound a little low. I can hear you real faded out.
So let's see. On the yellow is what you should hear on your thing. So if you need to turn yours up, you can turn there.
There you go. Keep speaking.
That's testing. Hello.
Okay,
testing.
right there's
1,
perfect.
2, 3. Sound good. All right. Then.
How do I sound? Good?
Yeah, you sound real good on my end for sure. We'll test a few things here. Testing. I'm going to start the Hobbs America app on my phone just so that we can
hear ourselves.
Get a feel. Yeah, get a feel for how the overall sound is going to sound. Seems really
echoey, loud.
Yeah, the radio and stuff in the background. It doesn't typically sound as loud, but anyway,
acoustics.
Yeah, we'll test it out here and see how everything's sounding on the broadcast. Once again, we're usually 2 to 3 minutes behind, so we have to jabber for 2 or 3 minutes before we start to hear what's happening.
So I see Dee Zamora's back on the list. She's still okay.
No, I just.
You're fine.
Yeah, I have a bunch of these things saved, so when we're playing teams we've already played, I just click on it and reprint instead of having to retype the whole thing out. And so, yeah.
Dora Coyotes?
The Dora Coyotes. You know, it's entertaining to me. I was telling my family as we were driving through Tatum and Dora have the exact same color scheme, exact same mascot. Uniforms look almost identical.
Very similar.
And they're about 20, 30 miles from each other.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess when they play each other right up the road, they're the Coyotes versus the Coyotes, the red versus the red.
I wonder if they're rivals.
I don't know. I would have guessed for just a little bit they were when Tatum moved into this district, but
could have been. Do they have a football team yet?
Yeah, they play on that thing out there, that little spot where you first turn in the school.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and when I was in school, it just looked like the pasture. Now they've actually put some bleachers and some equipment around the pasture.
Not 8 man, it's
8 or 6.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
Anyway,
1-2 basket, going for one, layup, miss.
We'll see how we sound here. We'll be right back on in just a sec.
Loud and clear. Ready for takeoff?
Yes, we are. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal basketball here from Dora, New Mexico. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero. Today's boys and girls basketball game can be heard at HobbsAmerica.com by clicking on the Cardinal or on the Eunice Sports YouTube page. This afternoon, the 8-5, number 8 ranked Eunice Lady Cardinals will face off against top 10 1A Dora. Once again, the elephant in the room is COVID. Eunice Elementary is currently shut down due to illness issues and COVID. Multiple players on this Eunice team have either had it, been exposed to it, or have had some other illness over the last several weeks. In fact, the last 4 games played by Eunice have been played without multiple players, including starters, due to illness or exposure. Eunice enters tonight's game after a huge win that some might call an upset. I guess as far as the standings go, it was an upset over top 10 Tatum, a Tatum team that early in the season was ranked in the top 4 in the entire state of New Mexico in 2A girls basketball. However, during that time, Tatum had lost they had an injured player, one of their main ball handlers and that sort of thing, that missed about 8 or 9 games. And I think Tatum lost like 4 of those 8 games while she was gone, including 3 or 4 in a row at one point. And because of that, it dropped them significantly. But they were still a top 10 ranked team. They were ranked ahead of us, and we picked up that win. That was the opening district game, so Eunice is now 1-0 in district. And then kind of a strange setup, I guess. We've got some extra games sprinkled in with our district, this game being one of those. We also have a game later in the season with Dexter sprinkled in with our district games in the middle of the district season as well. In that last game versus Tatum, Eunice won 43-34. Chloe Jones came alive in that game to lead all scorers with 15 points. She also led the team in steals and continues to be one of the top thieves in the state in steals. Alina Rodriguez had an off shooting night for her standards, but the freshman nailed some big shots late when it counted, knocking down 2 3-pointers late in the game, her only 2 3-pointers of the game, but she knocked them down when it counted. She also led the team in assists in that game. 6'1" sophomore Caitlin Parsons was a couple of points and a couple of blocks shy of her first ever triple-double. She finished the game with 8 points, 10 rebounds, 7 blocks, and 5 steals.
Wow.
Kenna McBee chipped in 4 points. Alondra Maureen added 3. Bella Garrett contributed 2 points for the Lady Cardinals. For the season, Eunice is led by freshman Alina Rodriguez. She is averaging nearly 13 points per game. She's knocked down 31 3-pointers this season and is chasing the unofficial Eunice girls record set by Gabby Sanchez, who made 59 trees, one of them.
It's all good. Still means 3.
During the state runner-up season in 2017. Jada Jones holds the all-time unofficial Lady Cardinal 3-pointers made in a career mark at 71. So Rodriguez's freshman year here, she's got 31 and is number 1 in 2A girls hoops according to the Max Prep stats, which some teams don't report to. We don't either. I just keep those stats and I compare our numbers to what's on there. In the scoring department for this Lady Cardinal team, Chloe Jones is next in line with 9 points per game. Denise Rangel is averaging 7. Caitlin Parsons is also averaging 7. McKenna McBee is averaging 4. And a few players are averaging right at 3. Bella Garrett, Kiki Parker, Jasmine Martinez. Denise Rangel, Chloe Jones, Caitlin Parsons are all tied for the total rebound lead with this team. After our last game, each one of those players has 60 rebounds on the season. Understand, Parsons, the 6'1" sophomore, has done that in half the overall total games. She's averaging 10 rebounds a game. Jones leads the team in assists with 35. Alina Rodriguez is second on the team with 29. Both of those young ladies are in the top 10 in 2A girls basketball with assists. For steals, Chloe leads the team with 73. She's currently sitting in the 3rd spot in the entire state, all classes in that category. She's leading 2A girls basketball in assists. The Lady Cardinals are coached by assistant coach Vanessa McBee and head coach Gary Frazier. Frazier was the longtime baseball coach turned principal / athletic director, retired, spent some time in the oil industry, and then came back, and now he's a teacher / coach for this Eunice program. For Dora, they enter tonight's game with a record of 9-5. All of their losses have came to top 10 ranked programs. That includes losses to Logan, Melrose, and Clayton, plus their earlier loss in the season to Eunice. They also lost a close game to Clovis JV at the beginning of the season. And you know that Clovis basketball program on the girls' side is always tough, so their JV is typically the equivalent to most small school varsity teams. They haven't had a blowout all year that they've been on the other side of. Melrose beat them by almost 20, but it was basically tied at the end of 3 quarters, and the Clayton game was similar, and a lot of people are saying Clayton may be the team to beat in 2A girls basketball. They also have a win over Tatum. They have a win over San Juan. They have wins over Jal, Mesilla Valley, and Grady, and some of those teams they've beat multiple times. Dora is coached by Clay Ferguson. As mentioned, these teams met several weeks ago. Eunice had all their players in that meeting. Eunice jumped out early to a big lead. Dora climbed back late. Eunice eventually finished that game off with a 10-point win, but Dora was knocking on the door late trying to get back into that game. With the exception of the first quarter in that game where Eunice led big, every other quarter the score was basically even all the way through. So it should be an interesting matchup. My thoughts on the game, this is going to be a very important game tonight for the Lady Cardinals. Late this week, they moved up into the number 8 spot in Max Preps. If they stay in the top 8, it is very likely that they'll get a chance to host a home state tournament game in the first round. That would be huge. A loss here tonight likely moves them back a spot or 2 and moves them outside that top 8 area and kind of puts them on the bind. Right now we're kind of on that hill where we could host some state tournament games, and that's big when you get to do that. If they can keep the turnovers under control, they got a great chance to be successful here tonight. Your thoughts, Rosendo?
It seems like a regular game, but it's not, due to the fact if we win, we can host some games at home, and that can make a big difference of winning the game or losing the game once playoffs start.
Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier as we were going over some things, you know, this Eunice team is still missing some kids. I think they just brought 8 kids today.
You're correct.
They've got multiple starters out sick, and so it's going to be a, you know, an interesting night to say the least, or day or afternoon or whatever you want to call it here. We're missing senior Denise Rangel, who's started multiple games this season and is third in scoring and high in most every category there is, very athletic. We're missing Jasmine Martinez, who's one of our rebound leaders, another seasoned player for this team, trying to look out there and see who else was missing. I know for sure those folks are missing.
It looks like Ashley Castillo's not on the court.
Yep, that is true. I don't see her out there either.
Those only 2 that I don't see. And once again, Didi Zamora is no longer on the team. She just had to move on to better and brighter things.
So I'll make sure and mark off some of these folks so that I don't call their name accidentally. Yeah, Alondra's out there. We're getting ready for the national anthem, so we will just get quiet and listen to the national anthem for one moment here.
And of course, we're going to stand.
All right, so we got that taken care of. Always good to show some respect to the red, white, and blue. I'm going to try. I've got this set up here pretty good where I think I can make it happen to do the camera. Yeah, it is not always my cup of tea, but I will make it happen. We don't have our main man Charlie here on the camera tonight where he can do his zooming and give everybody that close-up so Mama can see them at home or Grandmama over in South Carolina or wherever they might be from, but we'll try to make it happen for sure.
For a Saturday afternoon, it won't be bad at all.
That's right. That's right. I want to thank those sponsors, Parker Energy Services. Brett Parker, are you on the lake again? We're not going to put up with that nonsense. I see Penny sitting over here to our left, but no Brett around here. He's probably fishing. So not fair at all. Devon Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogelmeyer, Brandon Matthews and crew. Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne Reeves, we appreciate you. You and your whole group down there, Brian, Nikki, Elma, Aaron, Yadi, and all the gang. Eunice Public Schools, Dwayne Haynes and crew. Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, the Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas.
So here we go.
I'm going to turn the play-by-play today over to Rosendo, and I'll just do some jabbering here and there. And that way I can be the cameraman.
Well, tonight we're going to have for the Lady Cardinals, we're going to have number 10, Caitlin Parson playing out there. We have Chloe Jones. We got Miss Rodriguez, Assassin, Kiki Parker, and Bella. And we're about to jump off the ball. We get the tip. Kiki brings it down, throws it over to Jones. Jones throws it across to Rodriguez. She squares up, looks, throws it away, throws it back to Kiki. Wasn't expecting it. Dora recovers it, goes up for a layup. And it's an early foul to start the game off. And I believe it's going to be on number 10, Parson. That's not a good start for our defensive side, sir.
No, and I looked down. I was moving my camera around, and I looked down, and we had thrown it away. And then I didn't even catch as they were running the other direction. I don't know what happened. I just know it's a turnover, and that's what we talked about.
She went up for a layup, and two players collided on her, and they gave it to Parson. So.
Well, but on the other end, I didn't see how they ended up with it.
Kiki threw it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez threw it back to Kiki.
Okay.
And Kiki wasn't expecting it.
All right, so they knocked down 2 free throws. I've got my app working, so let me
Jones brings up the ball quickly, throws it over to Rodriguez back on the left-hand side. She dribble drives, step back, throws it away again, but Chloe was not able to recover that ball. That's two quick turnovers on Eunice, on number 20, Rodriguez. She seems a little flustered out there right now. So Tatum's going to get the ball back on their side. Tatum, I apologize. Dora, I keep saying that. Dora does a skip pass all the way to number 20. The girl circles around where we get interception. We stole the ball. Number 20, Parson gets it, throws it over to Kiki. To Jones. Jones throws it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back over to Kiki. Kiki down to Bella, does a little dribble move underneath, throws it up, misses everything completely, but Dora gets the rebound. Dribbles back. She's had to control that young lady, number 10. But number 5 has it now. Rodriguez for Dora. Dora's number 10 sets up, shoots, Faith, and makes the ball. So it's 4-0 in Dora's favor. Eunice is having troubles early in the game. Chloe brings the ball up nice and slow. Throws it over to the left-hand side to Kiki. Kiki looks down, throws it back over to Chloe. Chloe over to Rodriguez. Go back to Jones, to Parker. Parker shoots a 3. Misses, but the ball went out of bounds, but Eunice stays on their side.
Just can't quite get any rhythm going here so far. 4-0. Eunice trails. 6:45 remaining here in the first quarter.
Eunice throws it in. Kiki, Chloe gets the ball. She throws it back over to Rodriguez. Chloe gets the ball back at the top of the key. Throws it back to Rodriguez. She throws it away again, and Dora gets the ball. They're bringing up the ball. Top of the court, they throw it over number 10, Faith. Shoots a little jump shot. She misses completely, but Parson gets the rebound. She throws a deep pass to Rodriguez. She throws it over to Chloe. Chloe goes in for a strong layup, and she makes it. Has to get on the board right there. That's her first points of the night for Chloe. Eunice showing a semi-press. Parson at the top of the key against number 20 and from Dora. She dribbles the ball over there. We get a steal on that side. Rodriguez gets the rebound. She dribbles up, a little 20-footer, throws it up. She misses, but Parson was able to rebound. It goes right back up and gets another 2 points. So it's 4-4 with 6 points in the first quarter. Dora brings up the ball, breaks the press by dribbling it through there, and she cuts and weaves. Throws to number 5. Faith throws it over to number 20, which is Dillard. She misses completely, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Kika with a good hustle there, got back in and deflected that ball out of bounds. It's 4-4, 5:49 remaining here in the first quarter.
Eunice, she already stepped off the court. So McBee goes in for Rodriguez, and Eunice is playing defense on the Dora side. A soft defense, as you can tell, right, Coach? Dora gets the ball and they dribble around a little bit. They throw her the Faith. She throws it down deep to number 20, throws it back to number 5, Rodriguez, and she makes a 3 of her own for Dora. So the score is 7-4. Kiki brings the ball down on top of the key as the offense sets up for Eunice. Throws it across to Parker. Parker throws it down to Parson. Parson does a couple of moves off the glass, and she misses, but Eunice kind of got the rebound, but Dora took it away. So the wrestling underneath, that's the second quick foul on our big girl, number 10, Parson. A foul that really wasn't necessary, Coach.
Yeah, you know what we do with her, a lot of times we use her to put on pressure up top, and the bad part about it is those people are usually the ones that get in foul trouble early.
Correct. And she came out, and they could put Rodriguez back in for her. So we really don't have a big person other than Kiki inside. Kiki and Bella. So Dora brings up the ball on the left-hand side. She dribbles around number 5. Rodriguez, she looks at number 20, passes her 20. There, and she threw the ball away, but they said it was tipped by Eunice.
Yeah, when Chloe jumped in the passing lane, deflected that ball, so it went straight out of bounds. So off Chloe, and it'll be Dora's basketball. 5:08 remaining here in the first. It's 7-4.
I looked down. That's why I was trying to get names and numbers matched up. So.
Yes, sir.
So Dora has the ball back up top of the key. They dribble over to the left-hand side. They look around. They throw it down to the deep corner, and Faith shoots another shot. She misses it, but Dora gets her own rebound.
Yeah, had
Dribbled
no
it back
rebound
out.
on that backside.
And Parker came in and took a little steal from behind, but Dora recovered. They shot it up, and they missed completely instead of grabbing that ball.
You got to grab those loose balls. That's 2 of those loose balls late that we've had like that you've got to grab.
Consider it a rebound. So it stays on the Dora side. They throw it in. Yeah, they threw it in now. Number 5 back up to 10. The Faith. Faith dribbles around the top of the key. They throw it over number 5. A skip pass with a little 20-footer for Dora, and she made it in with somebody in her face. So Dora's going to extend their pressure, but Kiki breaks it. She dribbles all the way down. She has all the way through the center of the lane, all the way, almost made it in, but they seen her.
That
they
one's
collapsed
Chloe.
on her and fell.
Kiki's the blonde-headed with the tall one.
It's Chloe. And like 2 feet difference, too. I apologize.
The last time down the floor, you said Kiki dribbles it up near the top of the key, and so just going to help you fix that one.
Anytime, sir.
All right, so that first free throw is no good by Jones.
Kiki? I mean, no.
Yeah, by Kiki Jones. Let's see here.
So she's going to shoot her second one. There it is. And she misses the second one, but Eunice rebounds. Better rebounds. Throws it out to Rodriguez. Little dribble. Throws over to Chloe. Rodriguez, top of the key, shoots a 3. Oh, man, just hits the rim, but doesn't go in. Dora rebounds. Dribbles the ball back up. Faith is bringing it up for Dora. She throws over number 20 over to 5. And they're looking around. They're real patient with their offense, aren't they, Dora?
You're doing a good job so far.
Those are 13. She misses, and Eunice rebounds. Bella rebounds the ball, but the ball is stolen from her by Dora. Dora throws her number 23. Back to Faith. Faith backs over to 23 for Dora, and they do a little 20-footer, and they miss it. And there you go. Eunice rebound the ball. They throw over Chloe. Chloe gets it, pushes the ball, throws it over to McBee. McBee, little 20-footer, misses it, and Dora rebounds. Dora brings the ball back down. Faith is bringing the ball up for Dora. Throws it over number 5. Rodriguez. Dora shoots up. Faith for Dora shoots a 3. It goes in and out, but Dora gets a rebound. And when Dora got the rebound, Bella fouled that young lady from Dora. We need to rebound the ball on the defensive side, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, we're getting beat to the rebounds. Not a lot of fire in us on the rebound side.
That's an understatement.
Dora, they're hustling after those boards, and we're just kind of standing waiting on them to come to us.
So Dora gets the ball back underneath their own basket. Taking them a while, throw it back in. Good defense on the unit side. Gets it down underneath to number 20, and I believe she was fouled by Parker.
Yeah, so they'll call Parker for that foul. We're going to have 4 fouls already to 1 on the other side.
And was she shooting or passing? She was shooting or saying, huh?
That's what
The bad thing is, if we get girls fouled out, we only have 8 players.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of depth today.
And correct me if I'm wrong, we need 5 players on the court, right?
Well, you don't have to have. You can play with however many you got left, but you would sure like to have 5 for sure.
Yeah, we got one of our grateful fans back here. Oh, what's your name again? Jorgito?
So 3:32 remaining here in the first. It's 9-4, and they knocked that one down. So that makes it 10-4.
It's 10-4. And Chloe brings the ball up real quick before they got time to set up their press. She passes it over to Kiki. Kiki throws it underneath to Bella. Bella kind of turns and does a no-look pass to nobody. But luckily, Dora hit the ball out of bounds. So we're going to have Eunice ball on the left-hand side. And McBee's going to throw it in. She throws over to Rodriguez. She looks. Throws back over to Chloe at top of the key. They're being patient. She dribbles around her. Throws it over to Kiki. Kiki throws it down to Rodriguez. Down to McBee. McBee looked down low, but nobody's open. Back to Kiki. Parker. To Bella. Bella doesn't even look at the basket. They quick pass to Rodriguez. She throws up a 3, and it goes in. She needed that 3, Coach.
Good patience there for the Lady Cardinals.
Pushing that ball around, huh?
10-7, 2:58 remaining here in the first.
Rodriguez for Dora brings the ball up, passes it down to number 20 for Dora. She was wide open. She just turned around and shot and missed completely. But Rodriguez gets the ball. She's pushing the ball. She looks up. She's keep going down the court. She throws it over to McBee. McBee back to Kiki for a three and hits the back of the rim. But Dora got the rebound and dribbled back across, and she passes it over to, she threw it out of bounds. It goes out of bounds on Dora.
So 2:33 remaining here in the first. Going to have a couple of substitutions coming in here for the Cardinals. Eunice trails 10-7. Parker and Garrett will go to the bench, and in comes Aubrey Howler and Alondra Maureen.
And Chloe's going to bring the ball up nice and slow. I like that when you bring it up nice and slow. Get some done here. She throws over to McBee. McBee throws it right back to Chloe. Chloe throws it to Alondra. She dribbles. She throws over to McBee on top of the key. Back to Kiki. Kiki kind of drew, Chloe. Ooh, she almost threw it away, but she threw it over Rodriguez. Little stick and move. Between the legs, step back to Chloe. Chloe gets the ball. Looks around to McBee on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side. And she threw the ball down to Howler, but Howler was not expecting it. Went off her hands, went out of bounds. Man, I'm cottonmouth already. I understand what you go through. Number 5 for Dora brings the ball up nice in front. Chloe meets her at the top of the key. Puts some good defense on it. Throws it down over to the girl on the side. They feed the ball down to number 20. She does a little move on Rodriguez, and she threw it out of bounds on top of the rim there. So it's Eunice's ball.
So with 1:49 remaining here in the first, Eunice trails 10-7. Just never has really been able to get any good rhythm going.
Neither team have they. So Chloe brings the ball up nice and slow. Throws it over to McBee on the left-hand side. She almost walked. She dribbles out of it. She throws over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez at the top of the key, looks around. Little stick and move. She drives down the center, wide open, throws up a shot. Oh, hit the front of the rim, but barely missed it. Dora gets the ball back. They're pushing the ball back. Chloe stops the push. They pass it over the faithful Dora. The girl underneath is open. They pass it to her, but she was blocked by 20. Rodriguez came out of nowhere and just blocked. That's a beautiful block, wasn't it?
Yeah, great block there by Alina Rodriguez. Saved 2 easy points
really
for Dora. Points. So 1:20 remaining here in the first. 10-7 still.
So it's Dora ball. They throw over the faithful on a three-point line to give it down to the 32 underneath, and she throws up an air ball. Rodriguez, when she went to go get the rebound, she was pushed in the back by number 21 from Dora.
That was a good solid shove there. Even in a football game, that would have probably drew the yellow laundry.
It probably would have.
So Jones will throw it in to
Rodriguez, and Rodriguez throws it back to Jones. So were they making fun of me already?
Yep.
They throw it to yellow. She threw a deep 2, and she went in and out for Eunice, but does it stay on the Eunice side or Dora side?
It'll go to Dora.
That was Alondra threw that deep 20-footer there. Missed it, went in and out. Man, it seemed like a slow game. Yeah, we still got a minute in the first quarter.
Definitely a very slow pace. Both teams content to walk it up the floor.
To the top of the key, they try to set a screen on Chloe. She jumped around it. They switch, so Chloe's on her with 54 seconds. They throw it down number 20. 32, she does a little stick and move for Dora. They missed completely, but Dora got the rebound, and then we fouled her when she went back up for the shot. So they're shooting a free 2 here for Dora, and they're leading right now 10-7. Simple things about rebounding we need to do, right, Coach?
Yeah. You know, Alondra usually don't say much. She's a pretty quiet kid, and she was frustrated with that call. She felt like she got all ball, and I got to agree with her from up here in the cheap seats.
Well, the Dora player made one of the 2. She's going for a second shot here. Up, and it's no good, and they got their own rebound, and the young lady goes back up and shoots an air ball, and Eunice once again lets that ball go out of bounds instead of grabbing it.
Yeah, just no fire, no passion. That's 3-4 basketballs that we've just watched go out of bounds, and you know.
You don't understand why,
No, not at all.
Well, Chloe brought the ball up. She threw it to Rodriguez, top to the key to McBee. McBee throws it down to Rodriguez. Hand off to Chloe. Chloe shoots a 3 with 30 seconds. Eunice gets the rebound. Alondra does, and she throws it back in because the quick 2s. It keeps the games close with 24 seconds left. Number 5 for Dora brings up the ball top of the key. She's getting guarded by Chloe. Chloe's up on her, pushes her to the left. The girl gets right by it, goes up for a little 10-footer. Wasn't able to rebound, but there's a lot of pushing there. Nobody gets the rebound yet, but they call the jump ball. And it's going to stay here on the Dora side with 8.3 seconds left. And Parker comes back in, and they take McBee out of the game for a quick 8 seconds. The score's 11-9 in Dora's favor, right?
Yep.
They throw it back in. Number 10 is Faith is wide open. She goes up for a layup and makes it in. A breakdown on our defense on the Eunice side on that.
Yeah.
We got 1.2 left. They're going to just let the time run out. That first half, it seemed like Dora had a little bit more fire than Eunice did.
Yeah, just
First half, first quarter.
hustling after those loose balls and whatnot. At the end of the first quarter, Eunice trails 13-9. No fire here from the Cardinals, in my opinion. Just look a little flat. No, what's the word? Those loose balls.
Enthusiasm,
we're not getting after them. Yeah.
No hunger.
Yeah, something. Yeah, they need that hunger, that want to a little bit.
Want to win.
Yes, sir.
Because if I'm not mistaken, we didn't have a rebound on the defensive side, right?
We got some, but not very many.
Not enough to count, right?
A lot of times we're giving them second and third opportunities. So make sure to shout out to those sponsors: Parker Energy Services, Brett and Penny Parker, Devon Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, the Eunice Public Schools, Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas. Thank you guys for all that you do. Without you, we could not do what we do here. So thank you guys. At the end of the first quarter, the score is 13-9. Eunice trailing by 4 here. Just really haven't ever looked in sync getting anything going.
Hopefully the second quarter our legs are warmed up and our offense gets going and we'll be ahead by 20. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
The good thing out of that first quarter, Rodriguez hit a couple of good shots.
As we mentioned, that last game, with the exception of that first quarter, it was pretty even the rest of the way.
Correct.
So we need to get out ahead here.
So Eunice gets the ball beginning of this second quarter, and number 30 goes up for a shot, but she is blocked by 32 from Dora. Caitlin from Dora should get a good block there on our girl. But Dora gets the ball back. They're going to bring up the ball nice and slow. They like that slow pace, don't they?
This group that we've got on the floor, too, is very young. You've got a junior, a sophomore, and 3 freshmen.
Wow, they are very young. Ooh. So I apologize. I was watching the game. Number 20 throws it out for Dora. So Eunice gets the ball back. And they took that young group out, and they put the Parson back in and Bella.
Yeah, they took out a couple of freshmen, put in a sophomore and a senior.
So Chloe brings up the ball, top of the key. She throws a long pass to Kiki. Kiki throws underneath the belly real quick. Back to Parson. Parson has a hard trouble handling the ball. Passes it out to Rodriguez. Shoots a deep 3, hits the front of the rim, but Dora once again rebound. Dora pushes the ball forward on the left-hand side. Throws it over to number 23 for Dora. Jennifer, and number 5 throws it down to 20 back to Faith. That Faith girl can shoot and score, can't she? She dribbles around, throws it back to 20. Little move. Nothing. They skip the ball over to the left-hand side. Down to 23. They're looking. They're trying to run their offense, but Eunice playing a good defense. They get the ball underneath, and everybody collapses on her, and Rodriguez grabs the ball, makes it a jump ball. A very good job on her part.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Lady Cardinals, that jump ball will go right back to Dora, so they'll get the ball with 6:47 remaining here in the first half.
They throw it in, the 20 little touch pass at Faith, and she goes out to the 20. That's a good move right there, Coach.
Not very good defense.
No, not very good defense. Chloe brings the ball up the center. She kind of does a little move, throws it over to Kiki on the right-hand side, feeds it down to Bella. Bella loses the ball, but Parson gets a rebound. They skip the ball to Kiki. She steps back behind the 3, shoots up a ball.
That's
a
Chloe.
Shot. That's Chloe. I'm sorry, that's a Kiki. It looks very good from here. Why did I do that? Because K's?
I don't know.
I'll get it right eventually, Coach. I got 2 more quarters. Well, Chloe goes out for a block, and she's juked. She misses. And good call. Well,
So
Chloe went down there for that big old tied up the ball, so we should get the ball here.
6:07 remaining here in the first half. It's 15-12. Eunice trails by 3 after the 3-pointer from Jones, and here we go back the other way.
There you go. I'll call it Jones. Jones brings up the ball, throws it up to the right-hand side there. Rodriguez looks, skip past it. Kiki looks underneath the Bella. Our 2 big girls are in the same spot. Throws it out back to Jones. Jones to Parker, to Rodriguez, to Parson. Little quick move, goes up, makes a shot. There you go.
Nice move there by Parsons. That was a nice shot.
That was a very beautiful
15-14. Eunice back within 1.
And Eunice jumps back to the 2-3 zone. Chloe steps out on number 23. Jenny throws it over to number 5. Who's that big girl underneath? Does that little move out there for Dora. Anyways, Eunice gets the rebound. Bella throws it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez dribbles up the ball. Top of the key, skip pass over to Parker. Parker looks around, dribbles to the top of the key, back to Jones. Jones gets it, looks. Back to Parker. Parker back to Jones. trying to feed it underneath, back to Parker. Parker throws over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez throws it over to Parson. She goes nice and strong. She missed the front of the rim, but she was hit from the back, Coach.
Yeah, I thought she
They're
got
all over
fouled.
her back.
No call.
All over her back. But Faith from Dora gets the ball, drops it down number 5. I think number 5 is Brianna. Brianna throws it down to 32, throws a crazy shot. But Parson had the ball, but she got a block on that one. Parson, they throws it over to Rodriguez. She goes right, drives towards the basket, little stick and move. Little spin around, and she was fouled or walked. One was going to call a walk, one was going to call a foul. They look at each other, pointing at each other. You make the call. Oh, no, you make the call. No, I wasn't there.
They kind of look like those guys on the side of the highway up there on 285 between Roswell and Vaughn that are standing on opposite sides pointing at each other.
And they called the walk.
Yeah. You could tell that neither one of them had a clue. They look like twin brothers.
They do, huh? One's just red, one's just a lighter shade of white.
Yeah, they probably used the same razor this morning, and they weren't sure whose turn it was there. All right, so 4:40 remaining here in the first half. It's 15-14. Eunice trails by 1.
Man, Dora gets the ball. They pass it over to Faith from Dora. She dribbles up top of the key. She didn't like something. She threw it down to number 11, Brianna, and she missed the ball, and Chloe gets the rebound. And she drives the ball on the right-hand side all the way to the basket. Little spin move, and she goes up, and she is fouled. Jones did that. Yeah. I hope I said Jones. Oh.
So 4:20, I think that's the nationally recognized time. It's 4:20 remaining here in the first half. Jones will go to the free throw line. Eunice trails by 1 with 2 big free throws coming from Jones.
Up. Oh, man, it's good.
Good shot there by Jones. Nice soft shooter's touch. She finished nice and high, so it's set up there and rolled around and went in. That's
what we want, man. That's what we need. So it's 15-4. Chloe on her second shot goes up, and it is in and out, cleans it. But Eunice gets the rebound. Parsons goes right back up and gets fouled.
Nice job there by Caitlin Parsons of going around the Dora, the block out and getting in there, getting that rebound, the putback. She didn't make the putback, but she got fouled, so now she'll go to the free throw line in a tie ball game here.
She dribbles, she shoots, and it's good.
Nice shot there.
I should wait until it goes
Parsons.
in, right?
As long as it goes in, I'm good.
So Jones takes a break. We let McBee come in. So she's going for her second shot. Parsons goes up. Oh, hits the back of them a little hard. And Dora rebounds.
Be smart.
Oh,
yeah, we don't need her to get another one right here.
So number 10, Faith from Dora, brings the ball up. She throws it over to 23. Oh, she does a little move, but she walked.
So that'll send the ball back over to the Cardinals here. 4:08 remaining in the first half. Eunice takes their first lead of the game, 15-16. It'll be Eunice basketball.
Rodriguez throws over to McBee. She brings it up top of the key. Nice and slow. Throws over to Parker. Parker looks around. Feeds Bella, but Bella was not able to handle that pass. I was afraid they would call an offensive foul on that. Did you see how she pushed her off?
That's one of those angled passes that you got to just have a little bit of touch on. Either that or your
bounce pass.
Person down low's got to have the sticky fingers.
Brianna for Dora brings up the ball. They throw over to Jenny. Jenny looks around. Jenny. To Faith. Faith looks around. She passes back to Jenny. Faith looks around. She dribble drives. And Parker pokes the ball out of bounds. They throw over number 3. And she misses, but Bella gets the ball, but outlets to nobody. And Dora got the ball back. Faith shoots up for a 3, and she shoots. It was a 2, I apologize. Makes it in, so it's Eunice ball. Rodriguez gets the ball on the right-hand side. She pushes it. Stops at the top of the key. Lets everybody set up. Once again, dribble drive between the legs. Fastly dribbling out there. Throws over to Parker. Parker looks. Nobody. She gives back to Rodriguez. Back to Parker. Skip past to McBee. Dribbles around. Rodriguez open on that back corner. Her favorite spot. Shoots a 3, and it is good. That's her spot, Coach.
Yes, that was a nice shot.
That's beautiful, nice.
By the freshman, Alina Rodriguez. It's now 19-17. Eunice in the lead with 3 minutes to go here in the first half.
Rodriguez for Dora brings the ball up, and Dora calls a timeout.
Yeah, he's not liking what he's seeing here. Eunice is starting to get some things going on offense after trailing early by as many as 6 points. Eunice now leads 2 with just a few minutes left to go here in this first half.
And that's the first time out of the game. By either side. Wow. Yes. It's a slow-paced game, and everybody's working on their half-court offense.
Yeah, no press, no fast push, no, none of that. Just a real slow, methodical ball game.
And then we're still averaging maybe a few turnovers, but I believe if we start pressing, we can probably push in front of it. We get a bigger lead.
Yeah, the only problem with only 8 young ladies on the court is, and Caitlin Parsons getting in foul trouble a little bit early. She's only got 2, but she got those 2 in half of the first quarter, and so.
You just got to play with the people you have, the personnel.
Right. Well, and, when you're missing Jasmine and Denise, those are 2 big keys to your press when you are able to do it. So with 3 minutes to go, we start after the timeout. Eunice leads by 2.
Dora has the ball. They swing it over to number 20. Bottom of the key, they throw it out to Faith behind 3-point. She drives, goes up, and she is partially blocked by Parson. Rebounded by Bella. Bella, quick pass out to Jones. And Jones throws a quick pass to Rodriguez. She looks at the rim, throws it back to Jones. Shoot that. And she listened to me, and coach probably get mad at her, but she made it. That was a deep 3 for Jones. I was just joking about shooting, young lady.
Chloe Jones with 2 deep 3s on the game. Eunice leads 22-17.
Dora brings it back to throw it over to number 13. She dribbles back over the Faith on the left-hand side. She looks underneath, gives it to number 20. She does a little moves, but she's partially blocked by Bella. And gets the rebound, throws it out to Jones. She pushes the ball all the way on the right-hand side. She's going to go all the way. Look at that. And she is fouled as she goes up.
So that'll send Chloe Jones back to the free throw line. 2:05 remaining here in the first half. Eunice now leads 22-17.
She needs to keep doing that. Once she gets the ball, she's faster than everybody on the court at this moment.
Yeah.
Just go to the basket, attack. If you don't make it, you don't get fouled.
We had a series of games there where she had kind of lost her confidence and her faith, and she had quit attacking the basket. And I kept telling her, I'm like, you can't get frustrated after missing a few shots and just quit doing what you do. The team needs that explosion. Alina Rodriguez can shoot the ball amazing, but she needs somebody to attack the middle and break down that defense to give her that space. And so it's worked out well the last couple of games.
Well, Jones made 1 out of 2 on the free throw. So it's 23-17 Eunice favor. And they took somebody out. They took a Parson out and they put number 30 for Eunice in. I think she's a freshman, right?
Yeah, that's Aubrey Howler, daughter of Chad Howler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, I expect her to grow another 6 inches anytime. She comes from a large family.
And she partially got a block there. She partially had a block there, but Dora rebounded and it went up. And I believe that young lady was fouled by Bella. Hope I'm not speaking out of turn here, but yeah, by Bella.
So they call that foul on Bella Garrett. That makes 2 on her here.
And 2 on Parson, right?
Yeah, that's 2 of our main post players, each with 2 fouls. So with 1:42 remaining here in the first half, Dora trails by, 6? So it's 17-23. Going to have some mass subs here. Bella Garrett going to come out. Kiki Parker will go in for her. The young lady from Dora missed the first free throw. She'll have another one.
And she missed both of them. And Eunice rebound, but they said there was no rim on the shot.
Yeah, you got to touch something up there besides the backboard or air. So Eunice will get the ball. 1:42 remaining here in the half.
Jones throws a quick pass over to McBee, which McBee was not expecting it, but she recovered it. Back to Jones. She's at the top of the key. She's dribbling around. Throws over to McBee. Does a quick move, but she is fouled as she is going toward the basket. I like Jones's thought on that. You probably don't. She's seen her open. If she would have caught the ball cleanly, she could have driven to the basket.
Yeah. 1:29 remaining here in the first half. Eunice still up by 6. Looks like we'll both be in the bonus here for the remainder of the half.
Jones gets the ball top of the key, flips it over to McBee. Jones shoots from the top of the key. She barely missed it, but Rodriguez rebounds. Does a reverse layup, and she misses as well, but Chad's daughter rebounds.
Chad's daughter.
And she threw the ball over to Dora. Dora gets the ball. Number 5 drives in, goes up for the shot, but she is partially blocked by Parker. And Dora gets another rebound. They got 2 rebounds on that series, and he missed, but Kiki got the rebound on that one. Chloe gets it. She drives towards the basket. All the way, does a couple quick moves. A reverse layup, and makes it in.
With the left hand, crossed over, going right, goes back to the left, finished with the contact with the left hand, and she's going to get the and one. That'll make a dad smile.
She was breaking ankles when that defensive player don't know what to do.
Yeah, that'll make a daddy smile right there when he sees a little crossover ankle breaker and a finish with the left hand in contact with a much larger player there. So
I bet you her sister showed her not daddy, huh?
I'm sure sister's watching somewhere.
Oh, and she couldn't make a three-point later. It's tied. 3-point play.
Oh, man. I
know.
thought that definitely went out off a door,
Oh,
but
I concur.
it's going to go in favor, and now the Cardinals are going to put on some pressure here to see how that works for them. Got a little crossover on the
Entry.
yeah.
So Dora gets the ball at the top of the key. They broke that press too easy, Coach.
Yeah.
Too easy. We need to work on that. But anyways, Dora has the ball at the top of the key and 32 drives around and a jump ball. Jump ball. That young lady made it a jump ball for Eunice, and it's going to stay here with Dora again. Imagine that. So we got 36 seconds left, 25-17. Eunice's favor, and we're on underneath Dora's basket.
These baseline out-of-bounds plays always scare me because we just don't defend them very well.
We're too lackadaisy on it, huh? Like that? So Dora gets the ball, get down to 32, and she does a little spin move.
We have poor fundamentals on our baseline out-of-bounds defense. And, one of the things when I was coaching, that was one of the plays, one of the places where we tried to attack and score because you get to throw the ball in literally 5 foot from your basket.
And you got to be strong there. You got to defend that. That should have been a lane violation. Yep. He didn't see it, Coach talking to him. Well, anyways, the young lady made the basket. So it's 20-25 with 29 seconds left. Jones brings the ball in the top of the key. She threw her fingers up like a gangster, but I think it's a sign to run the play. They threw it over to McBee. Jones gets it back. She drives a little 10-footer, throws a little shot, hits the top of the rim, and in and out. But don't foul. Dora gets the rebound, 12 seconds left. They throw it over, but they throw it away to McBee. McBee gets the ball. She's driving. She pulls it back out with 6 seconds left. Chloe gets the ball top of the key, throws it over to Parker on the backside, and Parker makes a shot, and it goes in right before the buzzer goes in.
That buzzer beater was brought to you by Parker Energy Services as Kiki Parker knocks down the buzzer beater to end the first half. Eunice in the lead, 27-20 here. Want to make sure we shout out to some sponsors. As we mentioned, Parker Energy Services bringing you that buzzer beater by way of Kiki Parker. Devon Energy, Jared Armstrong, Bryce Jenkins, Ryan Dean, Mr. Ornelas, and all the gang. The Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogelmeyer, Brandon Matthews, and crew. Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne Reeves, Brian, Nikki, Elma, Aaron, Yadi, and all of that group. Eunice Public Schools, Dwayne Haynes, Cynthia Sims, my man Resendo, Matt Coy, Kenny Reed, Miss Hahn, David Gallegos, and all the staff, including my wife. I don't want to whooping. Cardinal Hardware, Ashley Davis, Chris Myers, Miss Ortega, and all of the group down there at Cardinal Hardware that are so helpful. The City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, and the Whitmire family, Redbird Gas, and the other Parker, Bart Parker. So thank you guys for all that you do. Thank you for bringing us this game here as we are broadcasting live from the big city of dreams, Dora, New Mexico, where your Lady Cardinals are up 27-20 at halftime.
Very good game. Very slow, half-paced, work your offense game.
Yep. While we're here at halftime, I on the way up here, I got to thinking about some things that would be kind of cool in some of these games, and I want to give a shout-out to a young lady that played for me back in the day. Got to play her senior year for me. Prior to that, she played for Mr. Vincent, and I'm not sure if she played all years for Mr. Vincent, but Laura used to be Clack. I think her last name now is like Kinkos or something like that, but she is the daughter of one of our main sponsors here, Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogelmeyer. Laura was a heck of a ball player, played basketball there at Eunice, and then went on to play college basketball for a year before knee problems and things like that forced her to decide to do something different. But Laura is ranked in the top 3 in New Mexico at the time, and for many years she was number 1 in the state of New Mexico for the most rebounds in a girls basketball game ever. All classes in the NMAA records books. Yeah, she had, I want to say it was like 28 or 32. I've got the number somewhere here with me. I'd have to dig through my briefcase. But, like I said, she was a good one, a great player. And shout out to Laura. Really enjoyed her, enjoyed getting to coach her for a little bit. And just a great young lady and the daughter of one of our sponsors here, Becky Nogelmeyer and Eunice Pump and Supply. So shout out. Appreciate you. I thought it'd be neat to start mentioning some of those girls from days gone by that played here for Eunice, and maybe do the same thing on the boys' side. As we get ready to move forward, as you mentioned, we've got some meetings and whatnot this week over our new gym, as you call it, the Taj Mahal that we're working to build. You know, the staff at NMJC was cool enough to give us a tour of their new facility, which looks amazing. They did a renovation out there, and man, the locker rooms, the dressing rooms, the big screen video boards and stuff that they have, are just amazing. And so I mentioned that to Mr. Dwayne Haynes.
Yeah, Dwayne Haynes.
Mr. Haynes, I almost forgot his name. Mr. Haynes, I mentioned that to him, and he's got a group that's going to go over there and take a look at all that. And, we'd like to incorporate a little bit of that into our new design. But, as I got to thinking about that new gym, I graduated high school in Eunice. My mom and dad both graduated high school in Eunice. My mom and dad tell me stories about how good their basketball program was when they were in school, going to state every single year and being competitive, winning state championships. I've never seen that level of basketball in Eunice, and I'd really like to see it, but I'd also like to know about it. I don't have any idea, other than people like Bruce Carver and some of those. I don't know who that they have that that played during those years. Did we have all-state guys? Did we have anybody that was classified as an All-American? We've talked about some of that in football.
But not in basketball, huh?
I would assume that with the amount of state championships we won back in those days, there had to be some really, really good players.
And there is a lot of rich basketball history. We just got, like you said, dig it out, find out, and give a shout-out to whoever their great-grandkids still might live in Eunice.
Absolutely. Some of these folks may still be around. I know that, the last state championship, which I want to say was in the mid to late 70s, I think our own city council member Willie Dean, I think I saw a picture of that, like an NMAA picture, and Willie Dean's in that group. Those are folks that, we had Hayden Dean and Lexi Dean that played on this team the last couple of years, and their grandpa would have been a member of one of those state championship teams. I didn't know that until recently when I saw a picture, and so I'd really like to see us with our new gym and the things that we're doing, figure out a way to make a little spot over somewhere in the gym where we recognize some of those folks so that people can walk up and go, wow, we did have first-team All-State guys here. We do have guys that scored 40 or 50 points in a ball game before. Maybe have some sort of little section, just a little interactive section where people can go and look at some of that stuff. Maybe some pictures of those state championship teams from back in the day, even if we have to look them up in a yearbook or something and make copies and make, today with COVID, everybody's scared to touch anything, but, in my head, I had one of those big, where you go pull them big deals, like when you're looking at carpet or rugs or tile
at Hastings
or posters, yes, where you just go flip those things and look at, some of those folks.
Well, that being said, why can't you just put like a 90-inch screen TV out there, touch screen,
where you
and
can
just
look at that
flip
stuff.
through, or you can type in the year 1970, the center, it was one of the Joneses.
Or maybe set it up on a loop. That just plays on a video where you can walk up to the screen and look at it, I don't know. Just some ideas in my head. I don't think most of these Eunice Cardinals out here know that there was a time where Eunice was just as good in basketball as they are today in football.
Well, keep in mind, Eunice dominated a lot of sports back in the days, football, basketball, and baseball.
Yes, for sure.
If you stop and think about it, you look at the history of it, Eunice is very strong athletically, and that's what made Eunice what Eunice is.
Yeah. I mean, and there's so many great towns, great schools that have huge traditions down here. Of course, Artesian football, Hobbs in basketball, Lovington in multiple sports, football for sure. I mean, they're number 2 all time, ahead of us in football state championships. Eunice in baseball, football, and even in basketball. And so, yeah, it'd be neat if we could figure out a way to display some of that stuff, because most of it I don't know. And I eat, breathe, sleep this stuff. I love it. I sit around. My wife thinks I'm crazy. I'm digging into stuff all the time.
I concur with your wife.
But I enjoy it, and I know that when I'm mentioning this kind of stuff to my kids at home, they're like, really? There was a time when they were good. Like, my mom is always talking about the band because she was in the band when she was young.
We did have an awesome band, didn't we?
She says that they were that there was nobody in southeastern New Mexico that even competed with them. That even Hobbs, as great as Hobbs Band is now, that back then, Hobbs Band looked up to our band. That people said, man, that Eunice band is amazing. And, they went all over the country. And my mom was telling stories. I think it was the Rose Bowl parade that they got to go play in one year. Groups going to Washington to play in different things because they were that good. And now, we don't have that. And I get it. I understand. I'm not pushing saying, by God, we need to start a band tomorrow. That's not my thing. I just said we should recognize those people and figure out, have an area where people can learn their history about things that happen right there in Eunice. And so some of the successes we've had. One more shout out to the sponsors before we start this second half. Parker Energy Services, Devon Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas. We're getting ready to start the second half. Eunice leads 27-20 as we start the second half. I'll hand it over to Rosendo.
And Eunice gets the ball. Jones throws it in to Parker. Parker looks down underneath, throws it back to Jones. She dribbles a little bit, throws it back to Jones. They're trying to get the ball down underneath the Bella, which they just did. They pass it back to Jones. Jones to Parker, a little 20-footer, shoots it up, and it's good. Nothing about the bottom of the net.
Kiki Parker drains the outside shot. She must have get that shooting from her mama.
That's 2 in a row right there, Coach.
Because I know Brett Parker ain't stroking it from outside like that.
So number 20, Jenny for Dora gets the ball. Kiki almost got a steal. Number 5 drives in for a shot, and he missed it, but Parson got the rebound, slipped out of her hands, but Parker gets the rebound. Throws it over to Rodriguez, leads the pack, goes in for a layup, and she makes it.
Man, that was a great finish by Rodriguez, but an even better pass by Kiki Parker after the rebound. Parker coming alive here.
I'm telling you, man, she's warming up. Jones at the top of the key almost gets a steal. She comes back. Faith from Dora gets the ball. She dribbles around, looks underneath. They throw it down. Bella's all up on that young lady, not letting her score, and she got a little too close. So they called the foul on her, which I did not see from my point of angle, but I'm not on the court, right?
Sometimes with those posts out high like that, you just got to squat down, get low, scoot off of them about an arm's length and give them that space so that you don't bump them with the body and get those cheap calls like that. Because the young lady wasn't about to make a layup out there,
So Howard has to come in for Bella. So Howard comes in and takes Bella's spot on the court. So Dora gets the ball on the side. They're dribbling around. They get it into number 5, Brianna. I believe that's her name. I might be wrong, but I'll fix that in a minute. She dribbles around, she throws it down, and she throws it out of bounds, but Dora recovers, but Heller gets the rebound, throws it out to Jones. Jones brings the ball nice and quick. Little skip pass to number 20. Rodriguez with the deep 3, in and out, but Parson gets a nice rebound, goes back up and in and out and misses as well. Do not foul. Good job, Rodriguez. Causes a jump ball. Rodriguez came in on the backside and grabbed that ball when that big person had it up, brought it down. She grabbed it and made a jump ball. So it should be Eunice ball, right?
So 6:41 remaining here in the third. The jump ball is going to go to Dora. Eunice leads 31-20.
Aren't we supposed to flip that every now and then? But anyways, Brianna for Dora brings the ball up, top of the key, nice and slow. Jones is up on her. They set a screen on her, but Jones stepped around it. Rodriguez goes over there. Oh, wow.
It's one of those reaching ones that's the old saying is you reach, I teach. And so, fortunately for the Cardinals, that's only the first on Rodriguez.
A little reaching foul. So Dora gets the ball underneath her basket, and they get in. Kiki gets a nice steal. Throws over to Jones. Jones turns around, looks, and she dribbles up the court. Passes it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez gives it to Parson. A little extra pass in there. Easy layup. Easy layup.
Nice ball movement there from those young ladies, and they're going to be Eunice Cardinals for years to come.
That's good chemistry, too. That's very good chemistry right there. So Dora brings up the ball. Brianna throws it over to Faith. Faith dribbles. She's stopped by Kiki, by Parker. Dora throws it out to Jenny. Jenny doesn't know what to do with it. She looks around, throws it back over to Faith. Faith dribbles a little bit, throws it down to 32 for Dora. Misses everything, and they get the rebound. Dora gets the rebound again. They'll throw it back to the big girl underneath. She shoots it up. She's parked by Parson. Parson goes down and gets the rebound, but she steps out of bounds as she tries to throw the ball back in.
So with 5:48 remaining here in the third, Eunice has extended that lead 33-20 in the third quarter.
So Dora's going to throw the ball underneath her basket. Eunice playing very good defense right here, trying to get the ball back in. That was some long 5 seconds, huh, Coach?
Yep.
And Chloe got a loose ball, and he tied the ball up with her, and they called it a jump ball, so it's Eunice ball this time, if I'm keeping track.
That girl was about 6 inches taller than Chloe, and she grabbed it. Chloe went up there and hung on to it. She was swinging around like she was hanging on the monkey bars.
Jones brings the ball down, throws it over to Parker on the left-hand side. Parker throws it down to Heller. Heller down over to Parson at the top of the key. And Dora gets the ball back. And Rodriguez almost fouled her. Do not do that. They throw it over to number 20 for Dora. Dora throws it back to Faith. Faith drives in. A little 10-footer misses it, and Heller gets a rebound. Very good rebound. Throws it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez is pushing the ball. Pushing it, stops in front of the free throw. Shoots up the ball. Misses it, but Dora rebounds. They're picking up the pace, aren't they, on me, Coach?
Yeah, we've sped up a little bit here.
Faith brings down the ball. Nice and slow for Dora. Throws it down underneath to Jenny. Jenny was wide open underneath. and she makes a layup. It was a breakdown in defense right there.
Yes, it was. We lost our man right there. That cuts that lead to 11, 22-33 with under 5 minutes to go in the third.
Jones brings the ball and throws it across court to Parker, and Eunice is going to call a 30-second timeout, which much needed from my throat.
You know, the last 2 trips down the floor, we've lost our man, and so the first time of that 2 trips didn't result in points. That time it did, and so Frazier's down there letting his team know you got to hustle down the floor and find your man, and you got to communicate. You know, that's the big key to that sort of stuff. If you're going to play that transition man-to-man defense, you got to communicate. I got to be able to say, Rosendo, I got 2, you got that one. Hey, move over here. We've got to talk, and if you don't, you get lost, and somebody sneaks in the backside and drops 2 points on you.
Exactly, and right now I can't hear the girls.
Oh, no.
Talk. Come on. It's always communication's key to everything.
That's it's always tough in ladies basketball to get folks. I say ladies in high school girls basketball because sometimes they're not comfortable saying, hey, you get so-and-so, because that might hurt somebody's feelings, and you got to be able to do that to be successful. And they're doing a good job. It's just some of those things they've got to continue to improve on.
Which they're going to, I believe. Jones gets the ball top of the key, throws over to Parker on the left-hand side. Back to Jones at the top, feeds it down to Parson. Parson, nice pass to Heller. Heller goes up and barely misses, but Parson goes in strong, gets a rebound, and Eunice gets another rebound by Heller, but she threw it away trying to get out to Kiki. Dora has the ball top of the key. I believe number 5 is Brianna. Did I say that
Chloe.
wrong? Chloe, I apologize. I'll get it right eventually. Rodriguez goes out on Jenny, and Brianna has the key ball. They throw it down to number 11. She was fouled by who?
Howler, I believe.
Howler, let's hope.
Yeah, they called that foul on Howler. That is the 3rd foul already this quarter for the Lady Cardinals. There's none called against Dora. 4:20 here. We're back in that international time again.
What are the coincidence odds of you saying that? Thank you. So number 13 for Dora has the ball on top of the key. She throws it down. Number 13. And Jones gets a steal. She drives it all the way. Nice pass behind her shoulder over to Rodriguez and makes a nice left-handed layup.
Oh, Parker, Jones, Kiki, Chloe, they're going to be
There's
the
like
same.
4 players out there, huh? They're the same people.
Yes.
People, if you're listening or watching, they're the same person. So on top of the key, we have Jenny for Dora. Throws it down to Faith. Faith makes a spin move on Parker, but Parker's not letting her anywhere, and she made her walk. Good defense on Parker.
Good defense there by Kiki Jones or Chloe Parker. They did a really
I
good
almost corrected you.
They did that Kiki Chloe combo there. Good job by one of them too.
And the difference is Kiki's like what, 6 inches taller than Chloe?
Yeah, and got different color hair, but they live across the street from each
They're
other.
neighbors, so it counts, right? Jones throws it over to Parker. Parker back over to Jones. Back to Parker from Jones. She shoots a 3.
Ooh, I thought it was going in.
Yeah, she barely misses, and Jenny for Dora gets the ball. She's pushing the ball forward, but Rodriguez stops her at the top of the key. Throws it over, and Jones almost had to steal. They're sneaking up from behind, but that girl drives over. She's stopped by. Oh, what was that? I apologize.
That ball almost hit Mars and then came down and went right through the hoop.
The Dora girl just threw the ball up and went in. Jones gets the ball back. She dribbles, drives, steps back out, throws it over to Rodriguez. She looks down to Parson. Parson gets the ball back over to Parker. Parker throws it on to Heller. She nice move. And she makes a nice strong layup there. That's a beautiful move, wasn't it?
Nice move by Aubrey Howler. That's
Aubrey
the way they
Howler.
moved down there at Chad's employment. We appreciate those moves.
Jones at the top of the key playing some defense on number 5, which is bumping her, which is kind of odd. No foul there, huh? Heller extends the defense and barely bumps her, and that young lady falls out of bounds, and he called a foul on her, right?
Yeah, she kind of that goes back to what we talked about earlier. When you get out there on the perimeter on defense, you got to get that booty down low and use that arm's length, that space. She kind of bodied her up there on the sideline. They called a foul on her.
So Bella. Dora gets the ball back on the side. They throw it in the Jenny from Dora throws it down to 11. They dribble and drive, and our big girls are out there protecting the small ones.
Yeah, and a nice block there by Caitlin Parsons. She said, "Not in my house. Get that stuff out of here."
And she followed her all the way from the top of the key on her.
So here comes Dora trying to put on a little pressure. Then they pull it off.
Jones pushes the ball forward. She throws it out to McBee. Shoots a 3 and misses, but Dora rebounds. Dora pushes the ball up to number 5. They dribble. The Eunice defense gets back there. Parsons let her presence known. Nobody gets in. And Dora threw it away on that one.
So 2:09 remaining here in the third. It's 24 Dora, 37 Eunice. Eunice leads by, what's that, 13? I'm not a mathematician by any means.
I don't even know people's names. You want me to do the math. Jones throws over the number 10, nice. Parson does a little nice move and comes around.
That is a nice move. When she can start to do that, catch it at the high post, put it on the floor, take it to the hole and finish, this Cardinal team is going to get real tough.
She has a very quick first move, don't she?
Mm-hmm. She's athletic.
And she's playing at the top of the key. We throws it down a bit. McBee got a steal there, and they tied the ball up. That's a good defensive job by McBee.
Jump ball is going to stay in favor of Dora, and so they'll get the ball with 1:39 remaining here in the third. Eunice up by 15 now.
Dora gets it in, shoots a deep three, and they miss, but Eunice, got the rebound. Jones came out with that ball. She pushes the ball forward. On the left-hand side, goes up, and she is fouled.
She rolled her ankle.
It came down real hard on that ankle. Oh, she's going to walk it off. She tough. She ain't like her daddy. She tough.
She rolled that ankle. Yep.
She felt hard, but I'm okay. Coach just asked her. I'm okay.
Yeah, she rolled that ankle. I already got one at the house with a rolled, swollen ankle. Now we'll have another one. They'll both be in there doing ankle exercises and ice exercises.
Oh, man, she missed that first one.
Yeah.
Is he going to take her out or are you going to leave her in?
Yeah, you gotta leave her. You know, I'm when it comes to those ankles, I'm definitely no medical professional by any means, but I believe you just got to play through those. If it swells, it swells. You tape it, do what you got to do. Yeah, you ice and everything afterwards. But those rolled ankles hurt like heck, but there's just not a lot that
you can do about it.
Yeah.
Just keep walking it off.
Put them
she
in
missed
a boot,
both free
get
throws.
on crutches is about the worst thing that you can
do.
do.
And they called the jump ball. The rebound came out deep, and one of the Dora players got it, but Chloe went in and grabbed it as one. They call it a jump ball, and it stays on the Eunice side. So Jones is going to come out for a little bit. Looks like she's walking just fine now.
Yeah, I'm going to tell her not to sit down and let it stiffen up.
And Eunice is going to throw the ball in. I'm sorry about immunity. And they pass it down to Parson. Parson misses the ball, and Dora rebounds. So it's kind of, yes, sir. Dora goes all the way down. Faith goes in for a layup, and she misses, but Dora gets a rebound. They miss again, and another rebound by Faith from Dora, and she gets the ball back in, and they make it. Now Eunice threw the ball in, and a little pressure from Dora, and we lost the ball, but went out of bounds off Dora. So Rodriguez throws a deep court and to Parson. Parson gets the ball, looks around. And a little chaos right now, so it's hard for me to announce it. So Dora came back with the ball after a bad throw. They throw it over the 10 from Dora, and she loses it. It went for a shot, they miss it, but Parson gets the ball, throws it out to McBee. McBee is pushing the ball on the left-hand side. She goes down to center. She does a crazy pass to number 2. From Eunice, which was really necessary. We need to push the ball back a little bit. The control. You see the difference it makes with a good point guard in there?
So 48 seconds remaining. Dora trying to climb back into this one. 26-39.
With 42 seconds left at the end of the third quarter here. Dora has the ball. They're dribbling the ball nice and slowly. Throw it out to Faith on the side. Throws down to underneath to Brienne. And they call the foul on Eunice. Number 10, Parson, and they're calling a foul on her. That's her number 3.
Yeah, that's the third foul on her.
And the coach is talking to the ref saying that she was going straight up, and the ref saying she did like an arm bar around her or swung her arm.
The motion that he's showing is that she swung her arm and hit her in the head, but I'd have to go back and watch the video, but it looked to me like she's standing there with her arms in the air. And Parsons oftentimes does swing her arms, but that particular play, it looked like to me she was in perfect position.
And Jones went in, and the Dora young lady made 1 out of 2.
So it makes it 27. It's back to a 12-point game.
Dora's putting some pressure, and they throw it. Rodriguez throws it to Parker. Parker dribbles up to the top of the key, throws it back over to Rodriguez.
I don't think Jones is in.
I said Parker?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, number 2 went for a little fade away, and she went in. It was McBee. Okay, now Dora brings the ball back. Hey, man, everybody's listening. I'm going to get fired for this. McBee goes out and play some defense. They go up and they shoot it, and it does not go in, and it should be Eunice ball.
So with Eunice 6 seconds remaining here in the third, it's 27-41. Eunice in the lead. Here comes the full court pressure by Dora.
Rodriguez gets the ball. She's dribbling the ball up the court. She throws it over to Parker, and we ran out of time. Was that a pass or a shot?
It was definitely a pass. She threw it away, but luckily for us, the buzzer went off. So with the end of the third, Eunice now leads by 14. And, make sure we shout out to some sponsors: Parker Energy Services, Devon Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas. Thank you guys for making this broadcast possible.
We started to pull away there a little bit.
We did. We had pushed it all the way up to 16 at one point, setting it, 13 now, 14? My brain doesn't compute.
Give or take or two.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what helped us, we didn't have that many turnovers neither.
Yes.
And we played a little faster pace than Dora was playing.
Yeah, sped it up, and ended up in business. Yeah, when back years ago, Jada had rolled her ankle really bad. I mean, it was black to her knee. I've got some pictures of it, and people see it, and they're just like, oh, wow, how did it look that bad? And so we got recommended to a physician over in the our doctor over in the Lubbock area that works on a bunch of ankles for tech and different people like that. And he basically told us his thoughts were that all of this, rest, ice, elevation stuff was stuff that was kind of outdated, and he didn't believe in all that. And so when I hear people say to do all that stuff, I think of what that man told us about Jada back years ago. So.
Well, it looks like it's working. She's up back on the court running around as Parker gets a rebound. And she gets it stolen by number 13 from Dora. And Jenny from Dora goes up and makes a layup. And I believe Dora's going to bring some pressure here. Yeah. And number 2 for Eunice threw the ball away. So Chloe had to give a quick foul right there from scoring up while coach is screaming for timeout for the whole time.
Yeah, we've got 2 starters sitting over here on the bench, and some folks playing in positions that aren't used to playing those positions, and then they're pressuring us. And you've got to know your spot and know your responsibilities. Correct. In that full court pressure.
And both of our stars have 3 fouls, right? The
post. Yes, I believe so.
So we have a smaller team on the court.
Yeah, 29-41 here in the fourth. Dora trying to climb back into this. Eunice at one point led 16.
And right now they're in double bonus, right? No, there was 6 shots.
Yeah, and what's funny is only 1 foul called against Dora this entire
second half.
Yeah.
That's
so Eunice.
They're very disciplined here in Dora, huh?
Dora's in the bonus, and we've had 1 foul called, in our favor the entire half.
And that's the one when Chloe went up and got her ankle twisted.
Yep.
Slightly twisted because she's back on the court. And Dora did pick up their pressure.
Yeah, and they're going to go to the free throw line now to shoot the and one. And
What's that, Coach?
Look like we got the same setup. So 7:34 remaining. They missed the first one.
Yeah, I apologize. I was daydreaming.
29-41, 7:34 remaining. They missed the first free throw. They'll get 1 more.
And she made 1 out of 2 for Dora. Yep, Dora's going to be pressuring. They throw the ball into McBee. She dribbles a little bit, and Chloe gets the what's going on here?
They're going to call a foul. Chloe, as she went to throw that ball, they grabbed her arm.
On Dora, right?
Yes. That's only the 2nd foul of the entire half, and we're into the 4th quarter.
Rodriguez is going to throw the ball in, throws it over to Chloe. Chloe goes back. She dribbles across. They reach in on her, no foul. They threw her down, but she lost the ball. They throw it over the 13 for Dora. Goes in for a layup, and she misses. And Jenny from Dora, though, she walked. The player from Dora walked as Rodriguez went up to block her. She thought she was fouled. Just see her grab her chest like, oh. So Eunice is going to throw it in once again. Back over, and Parker throws it over to one of the Dora players, and Kiki's fighting for the ball. And they're going. Chloe, I'm sorry. Chloe's going to be fighting for the ball. They threw a T on who? Who did they T just now? And who did they call it a foul on? Who they ain't said nothing yet? By the way they're moving the girl, I think they teed up the. As we're sitting here quiet, the ref's talking to Mr. Frazier of what's going on. And they're calling the jump ball on the court. It's going to be Dora ball. The other ref is calling a technical on. Did he point towards Eunice?
I don't know. I'm still trying to listen. Called a technical foul on Jones, I believe.
What? Well, they call a foul on a jump ball on Eunice, on Jones, Chloe Jones. I said that right for a change. So I really did not see the necessary for a technical, but we got one. The girl made 1 out of 2, so the score is 31-41 Eunice favor. And Dora's going to get their ball back. And we're getting some subs in for Eunice. And we're going to get number 11, number 10 back in Eunice.
It doesn't matter whether it's her fault or not. If she picks up another one, she's got to sit out this game and the next game. So she's got to be smart.
So Dora gets back the ball on the top of the key. They throw it down to nobody, and Eunice recovers it by Parson. Parson gets the ball, and they threw it away. We need to be more careful with that ball on this pressure. 31-41, Eunice. Eunice gets the ball back. Chloe brings up the ball. She breaks the press very easily. All the way to the basket. She throws it out to Rodriguez for a nice 3, and she shoots it up and hits the front of the rim, but nobody but Bella gets the rebound. She throws it over to Parson. Parson does a crazy shot because she's too far underneath the basket. But Eunice gets the rebound. Back to Parson. Little pump move. Goes back up. Little spin move off the glass and money. Easy, easy, easy money. We can't keep
Great move there by Caitlin Parsons to make it 43-31.
Eunice favor.
Yeah.
Dora tries to dribble in. The defense is there. They stop her. Back to the side. They throw the ball underneath. Everybody straight up, but Parker grabs the ball and does a very good job of tying up the ball.
Good job there by Kiki Parker. And here's going to come the pressure, and this is going to be the difference in our season, how we can handle this pressure, because they're in this 3-1-1. They're going to put a lot of pressure on us.
And Jones goes right to the center, breaks the first part of it, throws it over to Parker. Parker throws it underneath to Parson. Parson jumps in the ball, air, shoots and misses. Like you said the other day, she needs to come down with that ball. And Dora gets the rebound. They push the ball back up on the right-hand side. They step it back out. They look around. They throw it over to the left-hand side of Faith. Faith drives for Dora. Throws it out back to number 5, back to Jenny. Over to number 10 for Dora, and Parker's all up on her. Cannot get the ball, and they get the ball down in the Faith. He does a little move and throws it back to the top of the key. Back out to the right-hand side of the court for Dora, and they're real slow on their offense right now, but it's good.
It's good for us.
Yeah, it's very good. They do a skip pass all the way across the other side of the court for number 5. Gets the ball, throws top of the key to Jenny, back up to the top of the key to 23 to make it to the box. Inside the box, Dora still gets the ball. Throw it out to number 5, shoots a 3, and she misses. And Eunice rebounds. Bella rebounds for Eunice.
Gotta go to her.
And Jones, she throws it out to Jones. Jones gets the ball, pushes the ball up, and she pushes it back out. A good choice. Sets up the offense, back to Parker. Parker turns and shoots a 3, and it goes nothing but the bottom of the net.
Nice shot by Kiki Parker.
And she's real nonchalant, just throws it up, huh?
When she let that one go in my head, I was thinking, no, run the clock, and it went right through, and I'm like, yes, way to shoot it, Kickster. 5:02 remaining here in the game.
So Dora has the ball. They go for a shot, and they miss. Parson gets a rebound, throws it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez does a couple of moves, dribbles around a couple of players, and she takes the ball across the timeline. Bounce past Parker. Parker looks over, throws it over to Jones, does a little move, little stick and move to the basket. Oh, she barely misses a layup. Nice move, but Parson was there for the steal, throws it across court to Rodriguez. Rodriguez dribble drives, a couple of moves back out to Parker. Parker over to Bella. Bella over to Jones. Jones likes it. Look, shoots.
Nope.
It's a deep 3, but barely misses. Dora rebounds. I got the names right, huh?
Yes, you did.
And number 5 for Dora gets the ball, throws it down to Faith, throws it down underneath. She looks, but she walked with those extra steps.
Yep, too many steps. 31 to 46, 4:18 remaining here in this game.
In the fourth quarter, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good, right?
Yep.
And it's Eunice's ball. Rodriguez is going to throw it in, and they took Jones out. And somebody else, right? No, they just took Jones out.
Yeah,
And they put McBean? No.
Maureen
in. Maureen throws it down to Bella. Bella looks real quick for Parson. Parson throws out to Parker. Rodriguez open top of the key, does a little move, drives. Beautiful
nice
pass to Bella, but Bella was not able to handle that.
Yep, went off her hands and went out of bounds.
That's
That was
a beautiful
nice
bounce
by
pass.
Alina Rodriguez. Under 4 minutes to go. Eunice still up back to 15. It's 31-46. Got a little scare there. They've now extended it back out.
And Dora is no longer pressing, which is weird, huh? We'll take it.
We'll see if now that they took Jones out, if they don't go back to the press.
They throw it over to the right-hand side for the Dora. Dora looks around. They keep it on the right-hand side. Number 10 for Faith from Dora throws it down underneath. Has a little quick move. The post player misses the shot. A loose ball, and Dora gets the rebound. They throw it back at the top of the key. Like the Faith, she's going to dribble drive. She goes up, and she misses, and Eunice has not been able to rebound. And they finally rebound by Parson. Parson throws it over to Kiki. Kiki throws it a quick throw all the way to the other side of the court, which is thrown out of bounds. She's a little too strong on that throw. We're going to have McBee coming in for Parker. So it should be a lot easier calling names, huh? Kiki and Jones are out.
Yeah, they're out. You won't have to call her Kiki Jones and Chloe Parker anymore.
Dora gets the ball on top of the key. They dribble around. They throw it to the right-hand side. They throw it out to Faith on the – that's Ginny, actually. Rodriguez is all over her. Some good defense. And they call the quick –
oh, come on, Forrest.
ticky-tock foul on –
it's because it was Jenny out there with the ball, and Forrest didn't want Jenny getting fouled.
Fouled. She went real quick. And I forget they're in a double bonus, huh?
Man, they're in the bonus. So
they're gonna, I apologize.
Yeah, that's all right. They're gonna go to the line and shoot here. 3:09 remaining in this game. It's 31-46. Eunice up by 15.
Like them nachos.
Somebody brought me some nachos. So
she missed both shots.
Nice
she missed
rebound there by Bella Garrett,
and
but she throws it
out
of bounds. Man, great rebound. She got in that triple threat position, ripped that ball. Everything looked perfect, and then she chunked it right to the Dora fans.
And there was no pressure on her.
No.
But Dora gets the ball back in. They throw it in quickly down to the post. Girl throws it up, and Parson gets the steal. McBee gets the ball. She's dribbling up the court. She slows it down. Very smart move by this young lady. She throws it over Rodriguez. She looks. Throws it down to Bella. Bella looks. Turns around to face the basket. A little quick dribble. Out to Yolanda.
Nice.
She shoots the ball but misses. Dora rebounds the ball. That was a pretty shot, but didn't go in, huh?
Yeah, it was good ball movement there by the young ladies, too.
Dora gets the ball. They come down kind of chaotic. And Bella gets the ball underneath. She throws it away again. And Jenny gets the ball. She dribbles out. Throws it over to Faith for Dora. Back to Jenny. She squares up and shoots a three, and she misses it. And then Eunice once again lets the ball go out of bounds.
You know, they say to never save it under your own basket, and I understand that theory. And you don't want to throw it under your own basket like that right there, but you can save it and chunk it toward the other basket.
And also, if you would have rebounded, the clock would have kept running.
Yeah. So 2:19 here. We have a timeout on the floor. I'm assuming it's Eunice that has called the timeout. 31-46. Eunice leads by 15 here.
In the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Got a few starters on the side, and so but everything looks to be going pretty good for the Cardinals. Had a little run there for Dora that kind of got them back within 10 or 11, and then Eunice put the hammer back down.
It seemed weird. Dora started pressing. We started losing. They started scoring points on us, and they're no longer pressing on us.
Yeah, and then we got out of that, or they got out of it, so I don't. Parker Energy Services, Devon Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for allowing to bring these games back home to everyone. We're doing the video and audio here. Sometimes when you get up into this region, you have some problems with that.
And I'm trying to announce the game, so I apologize. If I get real quiet, I'm trying to focus on the names. So Rodriguez gets it into McBee. McBee dribbles it back towards the opposing basket. She throws it over to Rodriguez, crossing the timeline. Rodriguez throws it across court, and it was kind of pushed out of bounds by 30 from Dora, so it stays on the Eunice side. Jones comes back in for number 2. So Jones back in the game with 2 minutes left. Rodriguez going to throw it in her own basket, and she throws it out to the top of the key to McBee. Back to Rodriguez, and she's wide open for a beautiful spot and a beautiful shot. Money, baby. A three-pointer.
Nice shot there by Elena.
She loves them corners. She loves shooting that ball in them corners.
That makes it 49-31 in favor of the Lady Cardinals.
So Dora gets the ball. They threw a quick three up, and the young lady hits the ball back of the rim, goes straight up, hits the backboard out of bounds. Eunice's ball.
Here comes the pressure again.
Jones gets the ball from Rodriguez, and Jones dribbles through the pressure, passes it forward over to McBee. She pulls in, and she almost lost the ball, but kicked it back out to Jones. Jones gets it back to McBee. She dribble drives back to Jones. Shoot that. Jones throws it over to Bella, and she was trying to pass the ball down to Rodriguez, but I'll say she was shooting. She was shooting. So there's a foul.
Mr. Clean and Forrest did not believe she was shooting, so they're going to give it on the baseline.
Rodriguez gets it back into Jones. Jones.
It's one of those areas where you really just need to kick it out and dribble some time.
Time off.
We take a shot, and here comes Dora back the other way.
And Dora rebounds, and Jenny pushes the ball over to Faith. Faith drives the basket, do not foul. And she does some missed layup there, but they get their own rebound. Dora gets her own rebound again. So Dora shoots the ball, nobody rebounds for Eunice, and Dora gets the ball back. They dribble it back out, shoots a deep three, and they miss again. And Dora once again gets her own rebound. And Eunice
ties it up.
104
remaining here in the game. Eunice up 31-49. A jump ball going to go in favor of the Dora Lady Cowdies.
We did not get one rebound all three of those shots.
That's right.
We need to improve on that. So Dora gets the ball back in our side. They swing the ball all the way around the number 30, throws it down underneath, and we get a steal. Jones comes away with the ball. She throws it forward to McBee. McBee is driving all the way to the basket, and she walked.
Yep.
I thought she was going to call an offensive foul on that for a second, but 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter in Dora, New Mexico.
Got to kick it out in those circumstances and run that clock.
Scores 49-31, Eunice's favor. Dora's bringing up the ball nice and slow with no pressure or no hurry. Throw it out to Jenny. Out to Faith, she looks. Jenny looks again, back to Faith. Dribble, drives. Nobody there, they stop her. Swing the ball back top of the key. Back to 30 for Dora. Good defense on the Eunice side. And she was partially blocked, rebounded by Bella. And
Bella
she threw a 90-mile-an-hour
yeah.
fastball to McBee, which was not expecting that 5 feet away.
She threw it. She threw a good outlet, but she threw it with some velocity. That
she got the
like
fundamentals, I'll tell you that much.
That looked like a pass from our quarterback. I mean, a rocket had flames coming out the back of it.
Dora gets the ball back on a little skip pass all across court to Faith. She dribble drives. She stopped by Bella, blocked by Bella, and rebounded by McBee. And we have another jump ball.
We had a little tussle down low. Is that a good word, a tussle?
A tussle.
15.1 seconds remain on the clock. It's 31-49, Eunice in the lead.
As the Eunice Cardinals walk behind as the boys do, they throw the ball into Jones. Jones dribbles with the ball on the right-hand side. She cuts the defense all the way down, and she picks up a dribble, throws it over to McBee. McBee does a little 10-footer and goes on. 10 or 20-footer goes in.
Something like that.
We'll take it. Dora throws a heaving shot. Game over. Eunice wins 51-31 here in Dora. Very good job on the Lady Cardinals.
So Eunice with a 20-point victory here. That's a big win for them, and that will help them significantly. I never changed it to the fourth quarter on the app, so my apologies for that. Overall, a good game for these Lady Cardinals. Had some slow spots, but, a 20-point win over this team is a good win.
And what I liked about the most, they played a slow game. Their half-court offense did work real good.
Clayton beat this team by about 20, and there was another one. I think maybe it was Logan. Anyway, they beat them by about 20. So it kind of, at least for me, I'm always looking at how teams did against other teams, and that gives you kind of a good measuring stick. I think these Lady Cardinals
are really doing, and we're missing some of our starters. Denise Ronquette.
Yes. You throw those in, and you might have a completely different situation. You might win by 30 or more. Those young ladies.
I might be calling her a different name too. You never know.
Yeah, you might be calling her Chloe Rangel or Kiki, who's Martinez, or
I'm about to apologize to the listeners.
Jasmine Jones or something like that. You get too many names out there, it could get real dicey.
And my name is Charlie, by the way.
So, basically at the end of this game, Eunice, the Lady Cardinals, with a big win. And we're getting ready here to start the boys' game. Dora's boys team, our boys played them early in the season and I believe picked up a good win. But they were missing that young man, and I'll bring the camera over here just so you can kind of see some of his impressive behind-the-back reverse dunks and stuff in the pregame. This young man with the black leg sleeve on did not play the last time the Cardinals faced this Dora team.
Who was he at Texaco or what?
They played Dora in Eunice at the beginning of the season and their first home game. And he didn't play. There he goes with a good two-hand jam. But he didn't play that game, and so I was thinking Dora was not very good. Well, about a week later, Dora played down in Jow. And at the end of the first half, Dora was beating Jow. Jow ended up winning that game 44-39, and Jow just knocked off the number 1 Hagerman undefeated team last night down in Jow. But this team was beating Jow in Jow at the half, and that kid there had, I don't remember how many, but he had a bunch of points, and he had about 5 dunks in the first half. So he's the real deal. He can play. It'll be interesting to see him here today and see what Eunice is able to do to slow him down for sure.
Well, once again, it is a team game, so we'll do something to him. Don't worry about that. We'll take care of him.
All right. So as far as our pregame stuff, I got a little bit of stuff here to go over, but not a whole lot. You know, these Cardinals have they're setting it at a little over 500 on the season. You know, that last loss last week, or earlier this week, I guess, with Tatum really hurt the Cardinals. I mean, that was a big one.
We needed that win, Coach.
It dropped them all the way back to what I believe the last time I looked is number 19 in the state of New Mexico, and they had climbed up to about 13. You know, as you know, the top 16 go to the state tournament. Now, granted, that's a Max Preps poll. That's, you know, there's a whole bunch of other criteria that go in when they're figuring stuff out at the end of the season. But the reality of the matter is 16 teams get in, and that's it. That Max Preps poll, if you will look every year, I know everybody says, that don't mean nothing. They don't know what they're. Yeah, but here's the reality. If you look every single class, every single year, those 16 teams that get into the state tournament, with the exception of a 1 or 2 here and there, are usually pretty dang spot on with the top 16 in Max Prep. So whether you like that, agree with it, you can chew on it all you want to, you go look at it, and almost every year, those top 16, 17, 18 sometimes squeeze in. Even a 20 I've seen squeeze in before and bump some of those people in that 15, 16 spot out. But you are pretty much looking at that. I mean, that'll give you a really good idea. Unless you want to go through the other criteria and do all the addition and subtraction, that'll take you forever. You can get a pretty dang good look by looking at Max Prep. So whether you like it, agree with it, whatever, it is what it is. And so Eunice now has dropped all the way back
to 19.
I was gonna open it right here. I believe it was 19. They dropped 7 spots in the 12 spots in the overall. Max Preps right here says they dropped 12 spots in the overall state rankings, and they dropped all the way to number 19 in the 2A rankings. And I've got it open right now on Max Preps there at 19. Tatum, by beating them, went to 18. Tatum went up several spots. Yeah, because Tatum coming into that game was 5-8. Eunice was 6-6. Tatum is now 6-8. Eunice is 6-7 coming into the night. Tatum is 18. Eunice is 19. We're playing Dora here today. Dora, when they've had all their people, and I don't know what all their people means. I don't know if some of these other guys are. I heard that they didn't have enough for a JV and a varsity here today, so they played this team in the JV game. They just counted the quarters earlier to make it be able to work. But you know, this team, when they're all together, is known for being pretty good.
They have that chemistry, huh?
Yeah. So this Cardinal team is talented. They've got some great young men on it. They are missing Jorge Ontiveros, who's out with a knee injury. You know, we haven't really been able to. Jorge's been over at my house a couple times in the last few days, and we've talked about it. Haven't been able to get a real good diagnosis as to what, you know, sometimes you get these injuries like this, and you go to a physician and they'll say, well, you know, we'll x-ray it. Well, so they x-ray a knee, and 9 times out of 10, there's no fracture, there's no anything like that. So they say, you know what? Don't see any fractures, so we're going to put you on crutches or put you in a brace, and you come back in 2 weeks, and we'll check it out then. So then you go for 2 weeks, and then you come back in 2 weeks, and you're like, the swelling's dead, it feels a little better. And then they got to decide, okay, do we send you for an MRI or not? And so what I always push for anytime any of my kids or immediate family, whatever, gets an injury is to go get that MRI as quick as possible, because then there's no, is it hurt, is it not? You look inside that thing, and MRI is like it's looking inside there to look at that soft tissue, and if you've got an injury.
And also he's a big baseball player.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying? I know he enjoys playing basketball as well, but he's a big baseball player. And
already signed to play college baseball
correct,
next
that's
year.
where I was going to. And as a coach in the next level, you want to make sure he's 100%.
Yeah. So he's wanting to get back in there. He's told me that he thinks that some of that swellings went down, and I just he's at my house. I told him, hey, you do what you think you want to do. It's your body, but I would recommend going and getting an MRI. And he said he was going to talk to the doctor that he's been seeing and see about doing that. That way they know. And if it is nothing,
great.
Man,
that's
awesome.
But if it's something,
let's get that thing fixed.
Get it situated and fix it ASAP.
They're probably getting ready to announce and whatnot, but I still to this day, Araya Mendoza hurt her knee when we were playing Tularosa her senior year. And she hurt it in the first half. And she came over to me and she said, my knee's hurt. And I said, have a seat, let's set you down. And she was like, man, it hurts. And she wanted to go back in that whole half, and I wouldn't let her. Well, at halftime, we're in basically a deadlock ball game. And she's like, I'm ready to play. I'm okay. I'm okay. And I put her back in. And the first trip down the floor, she planted and hit the ground and grabbed that knee and screamed. And at that point, it was no doubt. And I still to this day believe that if I had just left her over on the bench and we went and got that knee checked out, maybe she had a partial tear, maybe something they could have fixed easily. Instead, it ended up with a full-blown ACL, meniscal damage to the MCL. She ended up having major surgery that took right at a year to rehab to get her back out there. And I feel, and I've told her this, I've told my family this, I really feel like I should have never put her back in the second half. But she said, I'm good. And I was like, well, we need you.
That's something in life we can't double guess. But in the outlook of that is that she still went on to play collegiate ball. And what else she do when she won there?
She got a national championship.
There you go.
NAI national championship over in Arkansas. So
that's very good.
Yeah, for sure. So they're doing the announcing here, announcing some teams. I'll run through these. Number 2, Ashton Thompson. Number 2, Kevin Garcia. Number 5, Jorge Ortega. Number 10, Jaquan Calhoun. Number 14, Jonathan Caballero. Number 20, Billy Blevins. Number 23, Ovi Ontiveros. Number 32, Jorge Gomez. Number 42, Jose Calvillo. And I have number 44, Luis Gomez. I do not have a number. I probably need to look out there and see who's there. With COVID and everything else going on in the world, we've had a couple of kids that...
Jaquan is not here.
Jaquan's not here?
At this moment.
Okay, so I'll mark him off again. And then...
Jacob is number...
Is it Ortega?
Yes, sir.
Is that 40? No, that's not 42. That's
I don't see him on the court.
Yeah, so he may not be here. And then is Julius Woods out there?
Yes, sir.
What number is he?
He is number 21, I believe.
21. In Max Preps, he doesn't have a number.
The Deion Sanders right there, baby.
Yep. Deion. So we're getting ready to start this game. Eunice versus Dora. Trying to see. It's number 15 is Steven. I'm going to call him Massini. He's a 6'4", 210-pound player. He's a junior.
Man, he don't look 210.
Yeah, at 6'4". I mean, he's standing there by Ovi, and Ovi's pushing 200. And so that's a thick young man.
Dora wins the tip on that one, huh?
Yes, they do. So Dora with the basketball. They bring it across the timeline. They kick it into their half-court offense. Swing it over here to number 25. That's Cole Kircher. He swings it out to number 5, Cash Skelly. Skelly back over here to 25 in the corner. That's Kircher. Kircher drops it down low, and we'll have to clear that app. Let me clear the app. Oh, shoot. I'm not filming. Let me. We're trying to get our the scorer app going. Our
Eunice brought the ball back down, and he tried to get down to Gomez, and Gomez deflected the ball. Dora deflected the ball out of bounds, so Eunice gets the ball underneath. Blevins is going to throw it in over to Ortega. Ortega shoots a 3, and he hits the back of the rim, and their big guy rebounds the ball fairly easy there. So Dora brings back the ball. I'll get it, Coach.
You had to clear that and the quarter.
Yes, sir.
So 7:18 remaining here in the first. It's still 0-0. Dora with the ball out here on the wing. They kick it up top to Favor. Favor drops it over to 3. That's Combs. Combs his hair, throws a shot. It's no good.
And he called a jump ball there.
The big man Massini down there wrestling around with
2 players.
Yeah.
Gomez and Blevins.
Yep. So Eunice ends up with the ball on the jump ball, and here we come back the other direction. Ashton the Jet Thompson brings it across the timeline. He swings it out here to the left side. George Ortega. Ortega throws it right to a white and red jersey. Unfortunately, we're wearing red jerseys tonight, so that'll be a turnover for the Cardinals. Dora comes down, takes a quick three-pointer. That's Aaron Combs who sinks the 3 for Dora. Ashton Thompson brings it quickly back the other way. They swing it over to Ortega. Ortega out to Thompson. Thompson around the right side to Blevins. Blevins throws it right to Dora. Dora comes the other way. Here they come. They go up with a shot, and there was a pretty rough collision.
Solid foul by Thompson there.
Thompson collided there with, is that Kersher?
25?
Yeah, Kersher. 6:28 remaining here in the first quarter. Dora leads 3-0 after the three-pointer earlier by, I believe it was Combs, either Combs or Davis.
It was Combs.
That free throw is up and good. That extends the lead to 4-0. 6:28 remaining in the first quarter. That was Coach Gary Frazier right there, the winning coach. We get a good glimpse of his forehead as he was walking up here looking at the screen. 6:28 remaining here in quarter number 1.
5-0 Dora favor.
Yes, they swing it out to the right side to Blevins. Blevins drops it into the corner. That shot was blocked. That was number 32, George Gomez.
It was blocked by Skelly.
Yeah, Gomez was shot, and Skelly does like the Skelly plant used to do back in the day. Puts out the sun on that one. Ortega dribbles around the left side. He swings it out high to Thompson. Thompson tries to go right, then cuts it back down the middle, throws up a little floater. It's no good. Blevins does a great job of getting the rebound over the big man, but then blows the gimme putback. And here comes Dora back the other direction. Dora drops it down low to the big man. He throws up a shot, and he's going to be fouled by Gomez on the shot. So that'll send the big man to the free throw line. Massini, number 15.
That was quick on the Dora side. They didn't let our defense set up, and Gomez had no shot other than just push him out of the way.
So 5:55 remains here in the first. The big man goes to the free throw line. That's Massini. He sinks the first one. That makes it 6-0 in favor of Dora.
Oh, dang, I better put that on the board, huh? I can't even do that right today.
So here goes his next free throw, and that one rattles in, goes out. Gomez comes away with the board. He swings it out to Blevins. Blevins crosses the timeline, and he's headed back the other way. He swings it out to Ortega. Ortega looking for somewhere to go with it. He throws it over to the left wing to Gomez. Gomez getting bodied up. They float it down to Ovi Ontiveros. He skip passes it to Blevins. Blevins to Thompson. Thompson on the dribble drive. He throws up the alley-oop, and then Ontiveros throws it away. Dora comes away with it, headed the other direction. And here they come back the other way. Here's our young ladies coming in to sit down after their big victory here tonight. Good job, ladies. 5:20 remaining in the first quarter. Dora trying to attack the basket. Almost lost the ball. In fact, they do. And a foul.
Yeah, they lost the ball on a good drive, but they got back the loose ball, and we got another foul on Eunice. We're fouling too much here, Coach.
And that foul was on the floor, so that'll give the ball to Dora down on the baseline. Got a substitution coming in here. Number 3, Kevin Garcia, the sophomore, comes in for Ashton Thompson.
Which Ashton Thompson goes down with 2 fouls already in the first quarter.
Here comes Dora with the ball. They swing it up top to Favor. Favor over to Combs. Combs back to Favor. They look inside to the big man, Massini. Massini throws up a sky hook that sinks nothing but the bottom of the net, and Dora extends their lead to 8-0.
8-0, guys. We got to get something on the board here. We got to get something done. Garcia was at the top of the key, throws it over to Ortega. To the right-hand side back to Lopez. Lopez looks, little skip pass to Blevins. Blevins kind of dribble drives, loses the ball, and it goes off
going to go out of bounds, yeah. So one Mr. Clean pointed one way, one pointed the other, so they're going to leave it here in possession of the Cardinals. Blevins to inbounds it. He throws it up to Garcia. Garcia swings it over to Ortega. Ortega over to Gomez. Gomez it down low to Ovion Taveros. He floats up a shot that goes off the rim and no good. And Massini, the big man, comes away with the rebound, and here comes Dora back the other way. They drop it back to Mancini, cutting down the middle. He throws it out to Combs. The dribble drive there, and the shot is up, no good. Ovion Taveros comes away with the rebound, and here comes Eunice back the other way. Garcia crosses the timeline, swings it out to Blevins. Blevins drops it over to Gomez. Gomez looking down low, trying to get the ball into Ontiveros.
You cannot force it that way, man. You cannot force it.
That's number 5, Skelly, that gets that steal for Dora. So here comes Dora back the other way, running their offense out near the top of the key, trying to get the ball into the big man off that offensive cut and go on the outside. They swing it out to number 3, Combs. His 3 is up and no good. Blevins comes away with the rebound, and here he goes down the middle, looking to attack. He loses control of the ball, and it lands right in the hands of Skelly. Skelly brings it back the other way for Dora. They cross the timeline, punch it down low. A little shot is up. It rattles around and goes in. That is Kircher, who hits the 10-12 footer. 3:30 and ticking remaining here in the first quarter. It's 10-0. All Dora here early. We got Coyotes chewing on Cardinal feathers. Cardinal feathers flying through the air. 10-0. 3:15 remaining in the first. They swing it out to the right side to Gomez, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Coach McBee don't like what he's seeing.
Not just Coach McBee. I don't like it either. I mean, we cannot buy a basket right now. I mean, yes. I know their defense is fast, but we're as fast as they are.
So 10-0 here. Eunice hasn't been able to get anything going. Dora, they're running all of their offense through the big man, and because he's getting so much attention down low on that kick out, they're getting some open. They got an open 3 earlier. They got a couple little open 10-footers. And anyway, just hasn't went the Cardinals' way here.
And which is pretty smart. I mean, that's a good spot on them for them to get the ball to the big man, let him distribute it. As long as those kids keep making the shot, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Unless we extend our defense or tighten up our defense.
Yeah, so 3-12.
We got to take care of the ball, Coach.
Yeah, I agree. 3:12 showing here in the first quarter. It's going to be the Cardinals' ball down on the baseline. Dora in that 2-3 zone, I think. And now they're going to flatten out of it and try to match up in their areas. They kick it out to Garcia in the corner. Garcia throws it right to the, that's number 3, Combs. Combs heads the other direction for Dora. Dora looking to attack. Their shot is up. It is no good. They've taken the big man and put him out here at half court. Got him playing the point guard, so he's not down low. I think he was hoping they'd get a steal and throw it out to him where he could
just dunk it.
He could sing, "I believe I can fly." Anyway, 2:58 remaining here in quarter number 1. It's still 10-0. Dora gets it in on the baseline, out of bounds play. They swing it back out to the corner. A 3 is up. It is no good. Blevins comes away with the rebound. He swings it out to Garcia. Garcia across the timeline over to the left wing. Ortega has it. Back to Garcia. Drops it down low to Gomez. Gomez to Blevins. Blevins for 3. His 3 won't go, and Dora comes away with the rebound.
This kid handles the ball pretty good for me and the big guy.
Yeah, the big man crossing people up and trying to break ankles at half court. Dora with the basketball. They kick it up top, swing it back over to the right side. They drop it back down to the big man, and great defense there by Gomez. Ooh, and that ball goes out of bounds. That was a good job there by Gomez.
It was a very good job. Even though that kid outweighs about 100 pounds.
Yes, yes.
And that kid has good hands.
So there's some more of them Lady Cardinals that got pretzels. The W. They got them some cheesy pretzels and some cheese fries or hot nachos or something. 2:18 remaining here in the first. It's still 10-0 in favor of Dora, and Dora's number 25, that's Kircher, not to be confused with Ashton Kutcher, will go to the free throw line.
They came in off a play off of the out of bounds, and our defense was kind of relaxed. Kid went up for a quick layup, and they got him.
So he misses the first. He'll have another.
They're putting Julius in for Ortega.
Woods comes in.
Woods.
The Jules. I caught him messing with somebody's vehicle last night late in the middle of the night. He didn't know I was sitting in the parking lot. Then he realized I was sitting there, and he quickly went over and fixed the guy's windshield wipers back. And anyway, very entertaining. 11-10.
You put that
I'm sorry, 11-0. Eunice with the basketball, brings it across the timeline over to the left side to Blevins. Blevins swings it to Woods. Woods to Garcia, back to Blevins, back to Woods.
Shoot that.
Woods for three, and it's good. Julius Woods gets the Cardinals on the board. It's 11-3. Under 2 minutes to go. Clock is ticking. Dora quickly back the other direction. They attack the middle and travel, and I forgot to film it.
Hey, you did a better call. You called it good. You got to film on me, not on you.
Yeah. Last game, I let you do the play-by-play so I could run the camera. This one, I thought I can do it. And I forget to turn my camera every now and then. 1:41 and ticking here. 11-3. Eunice trails. Blevins with the ball. Kicks it over to Garcia.
Give the Woods.
He's looking. He drops it into Gomez. Gomez back to Woods. Woods fakes the three, then throws up a running floater. And it touches nothing but air. And here comes Dora back the other way. They're going to walk it up this time. 1:24 and ticking.
Nothing but air.
Here they go. They swing it over to the left side. They're looking to the big man down the middle. Kick it back out to 25. That's Kircher. Kircher swings it back up top to Skelly. Skelly with the ball. Kicks it out to 34. That's Ramirez. The big man with the between-the-leg crossover. He throws up a shot at the rim. It's no good, but he's in there fighting. He gets 2 rebounds, puts both of them up and no good, and here comes Garcia with the run out. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Blevins with the ball in the left wing. Back to Garcia. Garcia floats it over to Jules. Jules in the middle to Gomez. Back to Garcia. Garcia for three, and his three sinks in. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Kevin Garcia. It's 11-6. Eunice cutting into the lead. They now trail by 5. 35 seconds to go and ticking. The big man brings it across the timeline. He's going to dribble between the legs. Crosses over. The big man has some handles.
He does, bro. That he does.
They swing it up to the top of the key and then back into the corner. I believe that's Combs with a double clutch move at the rim, and he lays it in. That makes it 13-6, 15 seconds and ticking. Jules with the attack. They kick it over to Ontiveros. Ontiveros get his arm grabbed.
And he was fouled.
Yes. That's the first foul of the game called against Dora.
What?
Yes.
Didn't we see that earlier?
Yes, we did.
We've got 8 seconds left. Push the ball and let's try to get some points on the board.
So they swing it over to the side to Jules. Jules to Garcia. Blevins takes off through the middle, loses control over it for a second, throws up a shot that was after the buzzer. So at the end of the first quarter, it's 13-6. Eunice trails by 7. Is that right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. 13-6. Dora has very good offense half court. Eunice needs to just relax back there. Don't worry about the big guy. Run your offense. Like Jules is doing, he's opening it up. He shot that three. They have to extend their defense out to you. Once that happens, Obi is going to be open underneath. Because right now he's there, but everybody's around Obi. Everybody's clutching. But if you open it up, he has a better chance of scoring. My 2 cents.
And that big man down low, the one thing about having a lengthy, athletic big man down low, like those years where we had Clarissa standing down there and some others, Laura Clack, as I mentioned earlier, even when your defense gets beat out on the perimeter on the dribble drive, they've got to adjust that shot when they get there. And so, I think you've got to do something to get some outside game going to open that whole defense up, and then you get yourself a little bit more room to finish there at the rim. So 13-6.
And do you notice on the Dora side, they're letting the big guy bring the ball. That way our big guy can come out and take care of him.
Yeah.
That way they can open it up on the basket.
Yeah, he definitely creates some mismatches if you're going to match up and play man-to-man defense with him because he handles the ball like a guard. So Dora brings it in on the opposite side. Dora in the white uniforms. Eunice in their road red.
Second quarter.
Shake and bake up near the half-court line. A shot is up off the glass. That's Skelly. He shakes and bakes, and that's great. 7:45. Dora up 15-6.
Skelly can play too, huh?
Yep, they get it into Gomez near the top of the key. He crosses over, throws a little outlet pass to the wing, and misses Blevins and throws it to the out-of-bounds line. So Dora with the basketball. They're going to drop it in. Once again, they got the big man up playing the guard. He's a big guard. Looks like a college guard. 7:30 remaining here in the first half. Dora with the basketball. Huh? Yep, they got the little weave action going. They're trying to get that isolation down low off the weave. So here they go to run it again to this side. They're going to attack off the drive, and that's a travel. And the ball will go over to Eunice after the travel.
I'll take that throw because 21 reached around and hit him on the shoulder. You see that?
Yep.
But they didn't.
Kevin Garcia Brings it across the timeline. He kicks it up to Blevins. They drop it down low to Gomez. Gomez with the skip pass to Jules. Garcia back to Blevins. They drop it in at the top of the key. A shot is up from Garcia. It is no good. And Dora comes away with the rebound again.
Dora rebounds once more.
This Dora boys and girls basketball program rebounds the ball well. So Dora's looking to attack here on the offensive end. They kick it outside to 25. That's Kircher. He gives it back to the big man Massini. He's going to dribble drive, and he has his shot blocked by Ontiveros at the rim. A nice challenge there by Ovi, and that'll send the ball back the other direction. Eunice brings it across the timeline. They're looking to attack, but they have it taken away. Here comes Dora on the run out, and they blow the layup. And Garcia does a good job of pressuring the basketball. Defense. So here comes Ovi Ontiveros. He's going to swing through, throws it up with the left hand right in the face of the Massini, the big man trying to get a block. Ovi for two.
That's a good move on Ovi too, because he had to dribble the ball up in there.
So they push the ball down the floor. Dora coming back the other way. They throw up a shot's no good. Ovi Ontiveros on a bum ankle and all comes away with a good rebound there. He was looking at the ref like, hey, you're going to call something? They're hanging on my arm.
Julius just squawked and he didn't call it. Good job.
He said, I'm not a jungle gym. Under 6 minutes to go, 15-8. Eunice trails. They swing it down low to Ovi. Ovi needs to go up right there. He kicks it out to Gomez. Gomez's shot is up and no good. Massini, the big man for Dora, comes away with the rebound. So here comes Dora back the other way. He's got somebody chasing him.
That was Garcia.
And I forget to move the camera. My apologies. They swing it out wide to number 4. That's Favor. Favor up top to Combs. Combs swings it over to Kircher. Kircher kicks it back over to Combs. Combs with a deep three that swishes nothing but the bottom of the net. 5:15 remaining here in quarter number 2. It's 18-8.
Dora Favor, huh?
Yes, they're up 10 here. I learned that math at Eunice Public Schools, one of our sponsors. They kick it out to Blevins. Blevins for three. His three is up, and he sinks it back. Good job there. Nice shot from Billy Blevins, the sophomore. Gomez with the nice steal. He does a little Euro step, double clutches, gets fouled, and gets the call from the official who had that light shining off his head, and I couldn't quite tell what he called down there. But 4:51 remaining in the first half. It's 18-11.
He had a glare coming out, huh?
It was a big glare. I don't know if I could have finished that shot with that glare. It was bright down there. I was like, go to the light, young man. Go to the light. So he knocks down that first free throw. It's now 18-12.
Man, it's cold in here, dude.
It is. They turned the AC on. I can feel it. It's blowing right at us. That is straight up AC. And it is like 30 degrees outside, or maybe colder up here in the middle of Flatland, New Mexico. He makes the second free throw, so Blevins with a good job there. Here comes Dora back the other way. They're looking to push. Now they'll slow it up and kick it out, set up their offense. They swing it across to Ramirez. He kicks it back up to Skelly. Back to Ramirez. Back to Skelly. And then they swing it up top to Combs, I'm sorry. He kicks it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Combs, then they drop it down low to the big man, and he gets up high, slaps the glass on the finish, and it's now 20-13 in favor of the Coyotes.
Turnover on Eunice.
Eunice throws that ball away. It heads out of bounds, and we've got a timeout on the floor. This must be a TV timeout because oh, no, it's a Eunice Cardinal timeout. I thought it was for a commercial break, so I was going to talk about some sponsors here in this commercial break. Parker Energy Services, Devon Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, the Auto Shop, and Red Bird Gas, the main man, Bart Parker. We appreciate you. We thank you for all that you do. We'll get you a good close-up view of this butt chewing that these Cardinals are getting here in the huddle. And we're getting ready to come out of this timeout. Eunice trails by 7, 20-13.
That's not bad for the way we started. In the first quarter, we scored maybe 1 point, 2 points.
Yeah, we struggled early.
So we've adjusted compared to the last game.
I think it was 11-0 at one point.
11-0, correct.
So, done a good job of trying to fight their way back into this one. Dora inbounds the ball.
Looks like we got a full court pressure now.
Eunice in that pressure. They throw it away. Julius Woods comes up and skies over everybody to get the rebound, and then he's going to run out and shoot the three. His three is no good off the glass. Billy Blevins with the rebound. They kick it over to Garcia. Garcia back to Blevins. Garcia back to Blevins again. Garcia and Blevins playing catch. Look like they're playing some old school round ball back in the day. But anyway, Dora comes away with the steal. 3:44 remaining here in the first half. Eunice trails by 7.
I'm going to call that a turnover, Coach.
I believe I would. Dora with the basketball in the left wing. They're dribbling around, trying to work in that weave. Combs with it. Here goes the weave. They've got their weave going all the way out at the half-court line. It's a little deep for the weave, but they're doing it. Ramirez thinks about it. Rodriguez says, let me do something with it. Then they drop it down low, and the big man says, let me ease over and just lay this one in for 2 more.
They did that last time the same way, too. Everybody extended out, and they just came back down to the post.
So here comes Eunice back the other direction. 3:10 and ticking. Eunice with the ball up high. They drop it into Oviantaveros. He does a nice little step-through move, has his shot partially deflected. Then they're going to call him for stepping on the line and say that ball is out of bounds. So that's another turnover for the Cardinals. 22-13. Eunice trails by 9. 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 2 of the first half.
And Thompson sat out most of that quarter as he goes in for Garcia.
He got those 2 fouls early. It's been tough for him for sure. Here comes Dora back the other way. They try to dribble through the press. They do. They get it through, and now they're going to kick it back out and set up their little weave action. They run that weave out here real deep so that they can really spread people out. They kick it over to the corner. That's Rodriguez. His 3 is up and no good, but he comes through and says, give me that rebound. I'll take it if nobody else wants it. And then they kick it out to a deep 3 for Ramirez, and his 3 is no good. But they get another offensive rebound, and then they drop it down low to a cutting Ramirez who lays it off the glass and in. It's 24-13. Here comes Eunice back the other way. Julius Woods floats it into Oviantaveros, and Oviantaveros gets grabbed on the arm by the big man.
That's 42.
Mancini. He says boom, boom, but not like Mancini. 2:17 remaining here in quarter number 2. It's 24-13. Eunice trailing by 11.
My dog taking Polaroids back here.
Oh yeah, we're getting some TV time, some screen time. We're getting some pictures taken.
That way we can be in make history too, huh?
That's right. They kick it into Thompson. Thompson's 3 is no good. Dora comes away with the rebound. That's the big man. Here comes Dora across the timeline. They're looking to attack the basket.
Ooh.
I don't know how many steps you get, but he took a bunch of them.
Yeah, but he got blocked by Obi at the basket.
Obi told him, get that nonsense out of my house, and here goes Eunice back the other direction. They floated into Obi. Obi's shot is up. A great pass there by Gomez. Drops it right back to Obi, and Obi with the finish. It's 24-15. Eunice now trails by 9 again. They float it over into the corner. That shot is up and no good, and Gomez comes away with the rebound. He kicks it over to Blevins. Blevins going to pull up on the run from three-point line, and he says, give me 3. I'll take 3 right now. 1:34 remaining here in the first half. It's 24-18. Eunice clawing back into this rascal.
And they are pressing right now.
Yes, they are. Dora looking to pass through the press. Man, that's close.
Very close.
Even the young man was looking right at his feet, and he thought maybe he was out of bounds. But the glare off the head on the corner, they couldn't see. So 1:12 remaining here in the first half. It's 24-18. Dora with the ball on the left wing. That's Ramirez. He fakes, shakes, and bakes. Kicks it up to 25. That's Kircher. Kircher right back over into the corner for a 3, and it touches nothing but air particles.
Why did he throw that? Why did he do that for?
And then we had some dancing, and Dora's going to grab the ball with their feet on the line, and that'll give the ball back over to Eunice. Eunice has got a chance to cut this lead here down to under 5. Here with 55 seconds remaining in the first half. That would be huge if they could get this lead down just a little bit more.
We'll find out right here. We almost threw the ball away there.
So Thompson with the ball up near the top of the key. He's going to dribble drive. He throws up a floater, and his floater's good. That's 24-20. Eunice back within 4. 37 seconds and ticking. Dora trying to push through the pressure. They do. They throw up a shot, and it drains nothing but the bottom of the net, but Eunice going to come back the other way quickly. 27 seconds and ticking. It's 26-20. Eunice trails by 6. Thompson with the crossover, but then he throws it right to a Dora Cowdy player. Them damn Cowdies are always looking to steal somebody's lunch, and he did right there. Eunice back the other way. 13 seconds and ticking. I'm sorry, Dora.
Dora.
We're going to slow it down. I'm going to mix up Dora and Eunice like Rosendo did Kiki and Chloe the first half. There's a shot from the corner. That shot is up and it is no good. Blevins looked like he got shoved out of the way, and with the end of the first half, it's actually a pretty respectful game here, a respectable game at 26-20 because Eunice was down big for a while.
And I think what helped us, Dora took some out the starters out so they can rest once of the second half. And if I may add, we had 11 turnovers at half. And on the offensive side, Dora's beating us on the defensive side on rebounding. They're beating us, period, rebounding. So if we can improve on that, we can pull the win tonight.
Yeah, gotta get some rebounds together and make sure that that we step it up for sure. So, Eunice 26-20 with their big man on the floor. Like I said, this is a team that played Jow to a nail-biter of a basketball game. I think the final score was 44-39 in Jow.
In Jow, huh?
And that big man went off, and we've been able to do a good job with him so far.
To contain him so far.
I think that there's no doubt in my mind Jow is one of the top 2 or 3 teams. If you could argue whatever you want to argue, but they're one of the top 2 or 3 boys basketball teams in the state. Maybe if I'm from Jow, they're number one in the state, and I completely understand their perspective on that. I'm saying that they're definitely a top 2 or 3 team in the state of New Mexico,
easily. No
doubt, in their class. And this team went toe-to-toe with them in a 39-44 game in Jow, where this team led at halftime. And so we trailed by 6, and very easily, if it wasn't for that 11-0 run at the beginning, since those first 2 minutes of the ball game, we're basically going toe-to-toe with the Giant here. So
I mean, we were just cold in the first quarter, kind of like the girls were in the first quarter. The only thing is the girls scored more points in the first quarter than we did in the first quarter.
This second half will be a real measuring stick once again to see what adjustments, because the two coaches go in there, they have about 10 minutes to adjust some offensive game plans, some defensive game plans. You'll get a real measuring stick of how these two coaches stack up against each other. These are two coaches that Coach McBee coached up here. This is where he came from, and so they're probably pretty familiar with each other, I would guess.
I'm pretty sure. And then also on fouls, the only one in foul trouble is Thompson for Eunice, correct?
Yeah, I believe that's
correct. And their
guys
are doing just fine on fouls.
Yeah, they didn't have many. I think their team, I think they only called like 3 or 4 fouls against Dora the whole
2 quarters.
Yeah. So
and it's still cold in here, man. I'm shivering.
And they got the AC on. It's blowing right down on us. They want us to feel like we're sitting outside in the pasture land. And I saw the flash again. The paparazzi's on us.
But yes.
So we got some Cardinal fans here in attendance. There's that's the Jones Ontiveros crew there. There's Maribel. She's getting some TV time, and there's Miss Jones. So there's another Miss Jones down there. That's the Diane Joneses, and Dottie, he gets a little TV time. We got a lot of other folks here for the game. Got our young ladies sitting over there, and we got Rosendo. We'll give him a close up over here on the corner. So
we got the Blevins over here on the right hand side.
Yeah, got a little Blevins action going right over there.
There's more Cardinal fans here than our Dora fans.
Absolutely. Look at this crowd wise. You definitely got more Eunice here than you've probably got Dora.
I guess we're going to go to Portales after the game?
Yeah, probably. It's a definite possibility. Uh-oh, you can't touch this. They got Can't Touch This playing on the radio.
MC Hammer.
If I had my baggier pants on, I'd jump up and do my little MC Hammer slide up and course across. Out there. Yep. Yeah, I could do it. Want to make sure we shout out to some sponsors: Parker Energy Services, Devon Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, and Red Bird Gas. Thank you guys for all that you do. We appreciate you. Appreciate you bringing this, helping to bring this broadcast back home to everyone. And
on
all
a Saturday
those
afternoon, huh?
Yeah.
Give them something to listen to other than watching professional football today.
On a cold day like today, staying home and watching this broadcast on the TV is a pretty good deal. And I mean,
I would do it if I was home.
I'm not a very tech savvy guy. I'm not a real good tech savvy type person. That's definitely not my cup of tea. I got people that come in that do my IT work at work, and
must be nice.
Yeah, I've never been very good at it. But I actually finally figured out how to take these broadcasts when I get home and put them on my big TV at home. And so, I've watched not any of the Eunice games because we've been here, of course, but I've watched some of the Hobbs games recently and some of the other Lee County teams on my big TV at home, kick back, and it's actually pretty neat. It's very similar. I think we do a good job with what we've got. But, man, if we had a way to set up the multiple camera angles and flip back and forth from one to the other.
Man, we'll be getting a phone call from ESPN. We'll have our own morning show.
I'm thinking that could happen,
Maybe Jones and the crew.
That's right, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe Rosendo and crew.
Oh, no. The way I do names, I'll be calling people the wrong name my whole life.
We'll be the Kiki Jones and the Chloe Parker tandem.
Like you said, they don't even look alike. What were they doing there?
They're sitting beside each other over there, and they live across the street from each other.
That's probably they're always together. That's probably why.
All
but
right.
They came out with a good victory. The ladies did, huh?
They did.
Cardinals.
Great game for them today. They're at that 8th spot in the state rankings right now. We talked about them a little bit earlier, but setting at number 8, and that is so important. If they can, of course they've got some tough games, and no doubt about it. But just looking down the road and going, okay, where are we at? If they could win out the district, granted you've still got some tough games. Loving's a tough team. Tatum is a very tough team, and Tatum's always hard to beat in Tatum. But if they could somehow win out those suckers. We're not giving out no damn shout-outs to no Green Bay Packers, you bunch of cheeseheads. Don't be, I can love you all day long, but I don't have to love your dang Packers. So we'll shout out to somebody. Shout out to the Cowboys. They're at home. But
they're probably listening, too.
My assistant, my buddy, Coach Waddell, she's reaching out to me, telling me to shout out to them Packers. And so I got to poke a jab at her and tell her that I hope the 49ers win. I don't think I've ever said that in my life.
Never, dude. And you're a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I don't.
You might go the wrong direction for saying that. You know that, right?
I could. Yeah, I don't. We got Marty Rodriguez over here running around somewhere. He's decked out in his Raiders gear. He almost looks like he's from Southside Los Angeles or San Fran over there with his red jersey on, throwing up the B-World gang signs. But he's dressed in all red with his San Fran gear. Coach Waddell says, "Go Pack, go." No Pack, no. But anyway, I honestly give her a hard time, but I don't guess if I sat at home watching the game, I don't think I'd have a dog in the fight. I'd just eat me some wings and
enjoy the game.
The game. So they've turned into a pretty dang good football team this year. That Pack team at the beginning of the year, pretty much everybody thought was done, all the arguing, and didn't know whether Rogers was going to be out there. And now here they are, like one of the top teams in the NFL, got a chance to
pull it
win
out.
It all. Yep. So here we go. Dora inbounds the ball. They're going to be going from our right to left this half. They're in the white. Eunice in the road red. Eunice putting on some good half-court pressure this time. Dora loses the ball. It's going to go out of bounds.
That right there is going to be the difference, taking care of the ball and putting pressure on.
So 7:53 remain here in the third quarter. Eunice trails 26-20, and they've got the ball here in their half-court offense. Thompson with the ball up near the top of the key. He swings it out to Blevins. Blevins swings it across to Ortega. Ortega dribble drives through the middle, kicks it out to that left side to Blevins. Blevins back to Thompson. Thompson looking for somewhere to go with it. Now they're looking down low to Ovi Ontiveros. They get it into him. He dribbles through, throws up a floater that won't go. Tries for his own rebound, doesn't get it, and here comes Dora back the other way. Coach McBee wanting that body up called there against. Oh, and Thompson comes away with the steal. He's on the run out. He throws up a shot. He gets no call. There was no doubt 100% that was a foul. It gets no call.
At all, but
Eunice finishes with that rebound and putback from Ortega. Dora looking to push the ball down the floor against the press of Eunice, and they do, and finish with 2. Under 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's 28-22.
I'm going, Coach.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Blevins with the ball. He throws up a shot. He gets it back on the rebound from Gomez. Gomez kicks it out to Ortega. His three-pointer goes up, and it flies through the air. It looked like he was shooting it over toward Elida. And it flew through the air nice and smooth in the wind here and didn't touch anything. That's what that cold air was we've been feeling. All right, 6:39 remaining in the third. 28-22. Dora to inbound the ball. They swing it into Combs. Combs under a lot of pressure. Now they get it to the big man, Boom Boom Mancini. They swing it over here back to Combs. Combs pushes it up the floor.
They
get it back to Combs. Now the big man attacks down the middle. He runs to the rim, double clutches, throws it off the rim, gets his own rebound, and puts it back. The big man's got some moves and some athleticism. He went into the air, rocked that thing, did the little old school cradle, then floated it in there.
Is he a freshman? Is this paper said he's a freshman?
You know, I think it says he's a junior. I think they're calling him a forward.
Oh, okay. My apologies.
I think that's what the F is for forward, and then that JR doesn't mean his daddy's name is the same as his. And
Obi did a good move, man.
Takes it to the hole, gets fouled, throws it up, and one. He takes it right at the big man.
Man, your app is probably tired because I keep pressing on it.
And it's not letting you.
It's not letting me.
Uh-oh,
blow on
it froze.
Hope not.
Yeah, me too. There it goes. 24-30. We got it back. Ovi's free throw touches everything. The rim, the backboard, the rafters, and then falls in. And now Gomez with the steal. He's going to try a little double clutch wrap around. And Thompson with the putback. It's 30-27. Eunice within 3 here. The big man floats it down the middle. They kick it outside to Combs. Combs all the way down the court. They're looking to attack. They kick it out wide to Fevers. Fevers throws it out to, it ends up in the hands of Combs. Now back over to 5. That's Skelly, not to be confused with our Skelly plant we used to have in Eunice. Now they float it down low. They're trying to get it into the big man. Ovi trying to keep it from getting it. And Ortega with good hands slaps it away, and Thompson comes away with it. He's going to Euro step, float to the rim. His shot is no good. The ball's going to go out of bounds. Ontiveros was trying to grab that rebound. They slapped it out of his hands with 5:12 remaining in the third. Eunice trails by 3, 30-27. So Eunice gets the ball in off the inbounds play to Ortega. Ortega's 3 is up and nothing but the bottom of the net, and that ties the game at 30-30. Dora's coach don't like it. He says, dang it, give me a timeout. I'm tired of this nonsense. We say we like it. It's a tie ball game.
I like it too because Eunice came out with authority, making that press work great, capitalizing on turnovers, and making free throws.
You know, we talked about those adjustments at halftime, and we got to give McBee some credit. He's made some adjustments that have cut into that lead and now tied the ball game up.
And the thing about that, he doesn't want to lose here at his old coaching stomping grounds.
Yeah. I mean, when you come home, you're wanting to whoop somebody. I mean, there ain't no doubt about it.
Thank you about that.
You're good. No troubles. I do that every game. I'll get to the end of the game and go back home and be watching something, and I'll see where it said it was the first quarter of the whole game or something.
My daughter sent me a text earlier when I was announcing the earlier game. She goes, Dad, don't sound so monotone. I'm like, I was focusing on the name. I still got that wrong.
I'm trying to get them right. I got Chloe Parker and Kiki Jones dribbling that ball up the floor.
They'll probably make fun of him at school. You know what your dad did the other day?
Yeah, calling you Chloe Parker and Kiki Jones.
Well, back to this game. 30-30 in the third quarter. And Eunice is playing good right now. Very good.
Cardinals climb back into this sucker, and we've got a barn burner on our hands now. Dora to throw the ball in. Eunice in the full court pressure. They get it into number 5. That's Skelly. Skelly kicks it all the way down the floor. Eunice trying to put that pressure, but Dora breaks it.
Broke it too easy that time, huh?
Yes, they did.
That timeout worked good for Dora then, right? They figured it out?
Yep, they kick it up top to Ramirez. Ramirez floats it over to Favor. Favor back with it again. They're looking inside. They really want to get it in there. They kick it over to 5, Skelly. His 3 is up and no good. Gomez with a nice rebound, and he gets a good outlet over to Ortega. Ortega struggling with it. He's bouncing it all over everywhere. Here comes Eunice. Over to Thompson. Blevins on the right wing. He tries to kick it down to Gomez, and some good hands there by the Dora defense. Knocks it out of bounds. 4:28 remaining here in quarter number 3. It's a 30-30 ball game. Blevins to throw it in. He floats it out nice and soft to Thompson. Coach McBee setting up the offense, telling them where to go. Gomez with a little dribble drive step through. They float it down low to Ontiveros. Ontiveros gets grabbed on the arm.
They said it's on the ground. Come on, man. I thought he was shooting.
You know, and that's only the second foul called this entire half again. So Anyway, they're going to kick it in. They do. They get it to Thompson. Thompson floats up a three-pointer, and it is no good. Dora comes away with the rebound. They're trying to push it and get it the other way. Now they're going to slow it up. Dora's going to walk it across the timeline. I believe that's number 5. Is that Skelly? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Favors kicks it over to Ramirez. Ramirez tries to throw it down low. They do. They finally get it into the big man. The big man attacks the basket. He blows the shot. And then a late call, 2 or 3 seconds after the contact. And they're going to call Gomez, I believe, for that foul. That is the second foul on Gomez.
That was, even if it was a foul, a little tic-tac foul. Let them play through, man. They're big guys. They're used to getting hit.
I think he was going to try. He was thinking serious about grabbing the rim. And instead, he goes to the free throw line. His first free throw's up and good. It's 31-30. Dora grabbing the lead back. His next free throw's up, and it swishes in there. You know, he's got nice hair, too. We've talked about nice hair in some of our broadcasts. He's got them bouncy curls. As he floats down the floor, they just kind of float with him. I wonder what kind of shampoo he uses.
Who
they
knows,
kick it
man.
over to Gomez. Gomez looking down low. He's trying to get it into Ontiveros, and he does.
Nice
Ontiveros
strong
with
move.
a nice spin move. Has it partially blocked by the good-haired gentleman. Here comes Dora back the other way. They swing it out to Skelly. Skelly skips it to Ramirez. Ramirez back to Skelly over to Favor, and then they try to drop it in, and that ball's knocked away from behind by Ontiveros. It goes to Ortega. Then they come the other way, and they're going to call a charge.
On Eunice.
So they call a charge there. And 3:22, there's a back and forth going on between the official and the coach. So it's 32-30. That's the second foul called on number 23. They called that on 23. I wasn't Ovi that was attacking the basket.
No, it was 30. It was 32 attacking it.
I don't know, but they got the
foul on the wrong person.
Yeah, so I think
they're
now
trying to correct it. Yeah.
They're trying to fix it. Yeah, so they're trying to get who they called the foul on.
Oh, no. He's being honest. What? Don't give him. He said just straight, I'm not talking to you.
Yes, he just screamed at our player. So our player was trying to step in and say it was on me, which was Gomez, and he said to shut up, I'm not talking to you. His little red head got shiny on that one.
It benefited us, too, because they gave Gomez 3 fouls on that one.
Yeah. So, anyway, they kick it back the other way, and here they come. Their shot is partially blocked by Ontiveros, but he gets the rebound and the putback on the second try. So, Ovi down there battling. 34-30, 3:03 and ticking. Eunice comes back the other way. Thompson with the ball. He swings it over to Ortega. Ortega looking down low to Ontiveros. He's going to step through. His shot is up and good. Ovi Ontiveros playing some basketball down low with the big man from Dora.
A good move. He's a lot quicker than a big guy. I'll tell you this much under the basket.
They're going to call a foul up top on Ortega. That's going to be just his first, so that's not a bad foul at all.
No.
2:46 remaining here in the third. It's 34-32. Eunice trails by 2. Dora will be throwing the ball in right in front of the Eunice Cardinal bench. They've got about 3/4 of the court to go. That's 5 Skelly. He's pushing it through the other way. Eunice still trying to put that full court pressure on him. They swing it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez thinks about the 3, then he drops it down low. And they did a good job of stopping, but that second attempt by Boom Boom Mancini, and it is now 2:27.
The second shot to kill us.
36-32, the lead's back to 4. Floated out to Ortega. Ortega skips it to Gomez. Gomez flips it out to Blevins. Blevins with a little step back, then kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson back to Gomez. Gomez looking to step through. They kick it out to Thompson. Thompson with the ball at the top of the key. Doras went into that 2-3 zone to keep them from floating it down low.
Oh, we lose turnover the ball.
Ball goes out of bounds. Not sure what happened there. Blevins lost it out of bounds.
I believe
Under
it bounced
2
off
minutes
his
to
foot.
go. Did it go off his foot?
Yes, sir. It bounced off his foot. But the whole series, Ovi was open underneath. He was fighting for position. He finally got it. They just did not give it to him in a timely manner.
So 36-32, under 2 minutes to go. Here comes Dora back the other way. They're going to bring it across the timeline. They kick it out to the corner to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has got some handles. He swings it back out to Favor. Favor swings it across to Skelly. Skelly on the dribble drive. He goes flying through the lane, slides across the ground. I think he was safe, but the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go over to the Eunice Cardinals.
I thought he walked, but I might be wrong.
Well, he didn't walk far because he was sliding across his back all the way through the lane. He's doing the scorpion. 1:35 remaining here in quarter number 3. Eunice trails by 4. Eunice with the basketball near the top of the key. They swing it over to Blevins. Blevins on the right side kicks it over to the left side to Gomez. Gomez with the ball. He kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson with the ball, dribbling, looking around, looking for somewhere to go with it. He swings it over to Ortega. They just keep bringing it back and forth. Thompson with a 3, and it is no good. Goes right into the hands of Dora, and here goes Dora back the other direction. Dora with a skip pass. They kick it into the big man. He kicks it out to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez misses the 3. Billy Blevins with a nice rebound.
Good rebound on
They're telling their guards to give the ball to Ovi. That's what I just heard him say.
I just called him. He was open now, and don't give it to him now. He's covered. But earlier he was open. He fought the whole time for his position.
Oh, and we almost threw
the ball away. Come on, guys. With 36 seconds left in the quarter.
There they go. Now they had him open finally. They throw up a 3 that is no good. They're down there battling, trying to get a rebound. Here comes their big man on the run out. He crosses over, goes between his legs, pulls it back out. He's going to swing it out to number 3. That's Combs. Combs over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking to swing it back to Skelly.
They're wasting time, Coach.
Skelly's going to set up the Skelly plant right out here at half court. Under 10 seconds to go. It's ticking. They're looking for the last shot. And now they're going to step through and foul, and I don't know what happened, but there's a Dora player that just slammed on the ground.
It's the same one from earlier, Skelly.
That's Skelly Plant. He's planted right over there on the ground. Not sure what happened there.
They give that foul on Blevins. All right, then.
So here comes Skelly looking to attack. He throws it over to Boom Boom Mancini. He throws up a 3 that touches nothing at all. Not net, not backboard. It touched nothing. At the end of 3 quarters, Eunice is within 4. They just haven't been able to keep that. They got back to a tie game at one point.
And never took the lead.
Yes.
And you just heard the coach give the ball to Obi. The last 2 series, he comes down here and fights for his position. He's open, and they're swinging the ball around so much on top of the key. Give him a chance.
And I think there's at least 2, maybe 3 fouls on their big man. So I think that I'm sure the theory is if we can attack him, get him with another foul or 2, he has to go to the bench. And now that changes the whole makeup.
Not just that, every time he gets the ball, he does a couple of moves. He's been making the basket underneath.
So 36-32, Eunice trails by 4. And we want to shout out to some sponsors. Redbird Gas, Bart Parker, we appreciate you. Zia Auto Shop and the Whitmire family. The City of Eunice, Cardinal Hardware, Ashley Davis, Chris Myers, Miss Ortega, and the staff. Eunice Public Schools, Dwayne, Cynthia, Rosendo, Matt, Kenny, Miss Hahn, David Gallegos, and the gang. Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne, Brian, Nikki, Elma, Aaron, Yachty, and the gang. Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogelmeyer, Brandon Matthews, and crew. Devon Energy, Parker Energy, thank you for making this broadcast happen. We're down to the 4th quarter. It'll be, it's going to be Eunice ball coming out. We've got the 4 on there, and we are ready. We are 8 minutes away from finishing up our Saturday here in beautiful downtown Dora, New Mexico.
Dora, New Mexico.
Eunice with the ball. That's Thompson. He brings it across the timeline. He dribble drives, kicks it out to Ortega. Ortega's 3 is up, and it is no good. Eunice comes away battling for that rebound. Ortega eventually gets it. They try to float it down low to Ovi. Ovi comes away with it after fighting for it. He kicks it out to Gomez. Gomez over to Blevins. Blevins gets a wide open look, and he knocks down the 3, and Eunice is back within 1 here in the 4th quarter. 7:34 remaining in the game. The big man, Boom Boom, has it over on the right side. Skelly double pumps. Now he's looking to attack. He drives through. He throws up a shot that's no good. Ovion Taveros comes away with the rebound after Gomez contested it. Thompson with the ball. He dribbles right across the Coyotes' forehead. Takes it into their end of the floor. They kick it over to Gomez. Gomez tries to step through, almost loses it. He gets it back over to Thompson for a reset. They throw it down low to Ontiveros. Ontiveros Almost lost it, then steps through. He throws up a shot that's no good. Felt like he got fouled and there was no call. Has his mask pulled off his face. So here goes Dora the other end. They get it inside to the big man. He tries to step through. He does. He doesn't get it, but he gets a rebound and put back. That kid's tough down low. Here comes Eunice back the other way. They throw up a floater. Thompson with a nice running one-hander. It's back to a one-point ball game, 38-37.
This will be a close game.
It is. 6:30 and ticking. Fourth quarter. They get it into Boom Boom.
Yes.
He throws it through, and they're going to call a foul.
As people in the crowd, that's weak. That's sigh of relief there, right?
Yeah, 38-37. I'm not sure what. That ball gets deflected out of bounds, and it's going to remain in the hands of Dora. They're going to have it over here in that real tough spot to throw it in the corner, deep over here in the corner. See if I can get him. All right, they swing it out high to Combs. Combs throws it cross court to Skelly. Skelly looking to get it into the big man. They kick it back out eventually. Now Favors has it. Now Boom Boom has it over in the left side. He goes up. His shot is blocked. He wanted a call. He's messing with his curls. His hair got messed up. They kick it back out. A three-pointer's up. Ovi Ontiveros comes away with the rebound, and then he kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson to Ortega. Ortega with the three. Eunice in transition with the finish.
And we have a lead.
Eunice with the lead by one here. Oh, and they throw a rocket pass right off the feet of Boom Boom Mancini, and he's got that deep foot, and he kicks it right out of bounds. 5:49 remaining here in the game. Eunice leads by one. Ashton Thompson walks it across the Coyote's forehead. He gets grabbed on the arm, and that is a foul.
That sure is a foul, is it not?
It is here in Dora America today.
Dora America. That's a mouthful, huh?
Yes, 5:41 remaining. It's ticking. Eunice up by one. There looked like another foul, no call. Thompson tries to float it down low, and he floats it to Skelly. Skelly coming back the other direction. He's going to slow it up now at the timeline. Kicks it over the left side to Favors. Favors into Boom Boom. Boom Boom back to Skelly. Skelly back to Boom Boom. They got it out to the right side. That's Combs. He has it deflected away. Ortega's been there battling, and he's going to come away with it. It ends up deflected in the hands of Ovi Ontiveros, and Ovi pitches it over to Thompson. Thompson brings it across the timeline. Throws it over to Blevins on the left wing. He dribble drives. Threw up a little double.
Oh, and didn't get the rebound. Good Lord.
And he throws it out to Ortega on the left side. Ortega over to Blevins, and he was standing out of bounds. He was, too, and I could see it from my angle. It's like, he had his foot was probably 6 inches out of that line. 4:53 remaining in the game. Kevin Garcia's going to come in. Ortega's going to come take a break.
Did he ask for it? It seemed kind of weird on that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
so they're giving the warning to Gomez, which means the next time he reaches his hands across the line, oh, wow, and he gets a steal. Then they get it to Thompson. Thompson's three is up. I'm sorry, that's Blevins. Billy Blevins' three is up and good. Eunice in the pressure
and he got
again.
another
Blevins with the steal. His shot rattles out, and then they're going to call Thompson for a reach-in foul. Golly. Is that 3 or 4 on his 3? Okay. And they're going to have a timeout on the floor here. They haven't pointed away, but 4:38 remaining here in the game. Eunice up 4 points now on a couple of great plays there by Billy Blevins. He actually traveled at one point. They didn't call it. He got his own rebound, kicked it out.
And made that three.
Yes.
And it started off with Gomez when he had that good steal.
Yes.
Well, after they called the delay game, he just reached over that long hand, tipped it over.
That's great play by him.
It's just that's what we need at this given point. Right now we have a good lead, 42-38.
This would be a huge win for the Cardinals if they can finish this off.
And really, when you say the word huge, it'd be a huge unit for the guys. One, for the confidence. Two, to improve the record. And going in, who they playing next? Jow? Wrong phone.
I don't know. Don't get me
Let me look at my phone. I'm looking at your phone.
I don't think it's Jow. I think they've got somebody else early next week. I think Jow's late next week, like next Friday or something. So Monday or Tuesday they probably play either Loving or Hagerman, but I'd have to look at the.
Let me look at it real quick, sir. Give me a second. I know I have it somewhere.
So with 4:38 remaining here in the game, Eunice at one point trailed by about 15. They now lead by 4. They have climbed back into this ball game and now in the lead. Boom Boom throws it into Skelly. Skelly's going to dribble it out and kick it out to Ramirez. Ramirez down the floor to Favors. I thought he traveled, no call.
We play Loving in Loving.
34 Ramirez with it out here on this left wing. He swings it across to Skelly.
On Tuesday.
Skelly looking inside. Tuesday we'll play Loving. That'll be a good one. They swing it up top. They're looking down low. A little shot is up and it's no good. Ovion Taveros in there battling and he comes away with the board, floats it over to Thompson, and here comes the slow-moving Thompson. He's not the Jet right now. He's the Turtle as he is letting that clock run and dribbling the ball across the timeline. Eunice still up by 4. And Coach McBee says, I think I'll take a timeout so we can talk about our game plan here.
Right now, time's on our favor.
It is.
We got 4 minutes, correct?
It is, yes.
So
4 minutes to go in this game with a 4-point lead.
We need to do 2 things. Take care of the ball and rebound.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. I don't know with 4 minutes to go. I mean, you're halfway through a quarter. This is, as a coach, this is always that tough spot. You're up 4 points. I mean, that's theoretically you can make 4 points in one trip down the floor, a three-pointer and one. You know, I mean, so you're at most 2 possessions ahead. If you start slowing things down too much and then you get fouled and you don't make some free throws, you're in trouble. If you keep pushing it and they get in a rhythm, you throw it away a couple times. It's a tough decision to say slow down and run the clock, or to keep attacking.
I used to either win or lose, right? I would say attack, until you guys rebound, please. Rebound.
So Eunice still in the huddle. That's the second horn that's already went off.
We're notorious for that too, aren't we?
Yeah.
Taking a little bit long.
The officials being nice to him, though, because he's just standing over there pointing. And
you should have put the ball down and started counting, correct?
Yeah, well, they do sometimes. They'll do that to you. So they get the ball into Garcia. Garcia back to Thompson. Here comes some man defense. No, it's not a man. They're in a 2-3. They're just half courting it.
It's extended it. You see right now, what are we doing?
Look at his feet. And it gets real scary when you get out that close to that line. So they swing it back out to Thompson. Eunice playing a little keep away here. Garcia over to Ontiveros. Ontiveros got to be smart with it here. So they call a foul down low, and I got the camera pointed out here. That's the only bad thing about them with them getting so spread. I guess I can back it up. And now we got a timeout wide. I'm going to back the camera up a little bit where maybe we can. That's far back as it goes.
On this timeout, I bet you Dora brings their speed back in to make a difference when they're trying to. Eunice was trying to waste the time there. Yeah. Dora's going to bring their speed back in. So I bet you that's going to make a big difference starting off this next play.
Well, and we are still not in the bonus. They've only called 4 fouls against this Dora group. Now, Dora is in the bonus because we're at 6, so that next foul will send them to the free throw line one way or the other.
And that will be making a big difference when, on both sides of the team, if Dora wants to stop, they're going to foul us. Of course, we won't shoot right away. They won't shoot right away.
Fortunately for the Cardinals, sometimes when you get in a situation like this where you're trying to, run the clock, it's sometimes good to not be in the 1-and-1 yet, because now you just get to throw it in, you get to set up a play, throw the ball in, and keep running that clock. You don't have to go to the line and hope that you make it or depend on you making it.
Yeah, you're making it. So we just need to keep rebounding on both sides of the court.
Yeah.
That's going to be the biggest factor to extend this lead.
So there's the first horn on this timeout. Dora heads to the floor, and Eunice going to head out there this time too, so good job there. There's the second horn. Both teams are on the court. That's how it's supposed to work. All right, so Eunice to throw the ball in on the baseline. You got Garcia, and they throw it in up high to Gomez. Gomez going to pull up and shoot a deep shot. Oh, my goodness, and that ball, Dora got the rebound off the Gomez 3. Didn't go in. They got the rebound. It went off their leg and went out of bounds. So Eunice going to throw the ball in the baseline again.
That was a good break for Eunice.
They throw it into Thompson. Thompson swings it up to Ontiveros. Ontiveros gives it back over to Thompson. Eunice just trying to dribble it around. They get it up to Gomez. Gomez skips the ball to Blevins. Blevins for 2, and he puts it in off the skip, off the glass. Tough shot there by Blevins. Eunice in that full court pressure. Dora struggling with it a little bit here. Eunice in the full court pressure, and they pressured Dora, and Dora throws the ball out of bounds. And Eunice will get the ball back. Dora's coach screaming at him to put the pressure on. He's trying to get them up, and they're not in a hurry to get up. They throw it back to Thompson. Thompson swings it all the way down the court to Blevins.
Why?
And McBee will take a timeout.
Blevins is hot. Keep giving it to him.
I think they want to talk about the plan here. Once again, it's that decision. Do you run around and not shoot? Or do you?
I don't know. I guess I would have saved that time if my guards were under more pressure. They broke the, I don't know. I don't double guess, Coach. I apologize. But my thing is, keep feeding the Blevins.
Yeah.
He's made the last 8 points, 6 points.
You know, I often go back to my coaching days, but there is no doubt in my mind we lost a state championship game that if I had called a timeout at about the 3 or 4 minute mark and just put our team, we were up 6 points, 8 points, 3 or 4 minutes to go in a state championship game. And if I should have, I've said it all these years, I should have called a timeout at that point, put us in. We ran a really nice spread offense back then where we'd get out wide. We would have made them come out and guard a man, and we could have ran that clock. We had people like Malie Vincent that couldn't nobody stay in front of. She could have dribbled circles around everybody, but I didn't. I kept pushing it, and the next thing you know, they knock in a couple of threes, and it's a different ball game. So it is a tough decision down there as a coach when you're in this position, trying to decide kind of how you want to play this. So they get the ball into Garcia. Garcia over to Gomez, back to Garcia. He's going to skip it down here into the corner to Blevins. Blevins pulls up from three-point land, and he knocks down the 3, and then Dora throws it right to the Eunice Cardinals bench.
What'd I tell you?
Eunice is up 9 at this point.
What'd I tell you? That kid is on fire, and I keep giving it to him, man.
This kid is on fire.
I'm telling you.
So 38-47. Eunice is going to have the ball on the baseline under their own basket. Under 3 minutes to go. It's 38-47. They get it in easily to Garcia. Garcia swings it up to Obi Ontiveros. He gives it out to Thompson.
He's open again. Give it to him.
Dribble, dribble, dribble. He's going to swing it down that left side. He floats it down under the basket. It ends up in the hands of Obi Ontiveros, who has his shot blocked. The ball now bounces around. Skelly has it, and here they come the other direction. They're on the run out. Skelly going to try to step through. He does. And he's going to get the and one on the basket attack. That's where that decision becomes a tough one. It's worked the last 2 times down the floor. This time we attacked and we lost it, and they get a run out and one. Now it's a 7-point ball game, 47-40. Eunice in the lead. They missed that free throw, and Blevins gets the rebound, and Eunice quickly coming the other way. McBee trying to get them to slow down now. They flip it down to Gomez. Gomez looking for somewhere to go with it. He skips it out to Blevins. Blevins takes another 3, and he knocks another 3 down. Blevins with the game of his life. Here when it counts, Eunice back up 10. 2:15 remaining here in the game. It's ticking. Combs has the ball. He swings it over to Skelly. Skelly with the dribble drive. He has his ball blocked by Ovi Ontiveros, who says, "Not in my house." Couple of Dora coyotes laying around on the ground. Looks like there was a coyote hunting contest going on with all them coyotes laying around. 2:04 remaining here in the fourth. Eunice up 10. Dora to throw the ball in under their basket. They float it up top to Boom Boom. He throws it up and it goes in. Now they're up 8, Eunice is. They float it to Garcia. Garcia's going to flip it back to Thompson. Thompson under some pressure, looking like he might get trapped. He throws it down the court to Ovi. Ovi, don't put it in your belly like you're running the dive play. Ends up back into Ovi's hands, and he flips it out to Thompson. Thompson drops it over to Ovi. Ovi wanted to shoot it, but he didn't kick it back out. He's going to flip it around, throw up a shot, a spin move, and Ovi Ontiveros gets 2. It's back to a 10-point lead, and here comes Dora back the other way. 1:27 on the clock. Ontiveros partially deflected that one, but it goes off the glass and goes in. Dora is going to take a timeout. Eunice leads by 8 with 1:22 remaining here in this game.
That's a nice move by Obi down there. Spun.
Man, that
Open,
was,
go in.
that was some good stuff. He was spinning.
He's spinning a little hard out there, wasn't he?
Yeah. So, wow, that's a pretty good last few minutes of this ball game here, especially if you're a Eunice Cardinal fan. If you're a Coyote fan, not so much.
And the good thing is they took the lead and they kept the lead, right?
Yeah.
They kept adding a little bit more. No, thank you to Mr. Blevins. Billy Blevins having a great game right now, man.
Amazing game for Blevins.
From outside the arc and inside.
Steals. I mean, he's just had an amazing ball game here today.
That's good.
That's whose vehicle Jules was messing with last night.
Put him on the spot, huh?
That's right. Yeah, I caught him. So he put it up. Oh, shoot, they're playing the game. And, oh, my goodness, there was they call an offensive foul on the screen by Gomez.
That's 4 on him.
So with 1:16 remaining, Gomez gets called for the foul. It's an offensive foul. I don't think they shoot on this. They won't. They'll throw the ball down in on the baseline.
That was a pretty screen, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I wish you got that on camera.
They try to float it in, and Billy Blevins, Billy Blevins gets called for a foul. He's in there battling, trying to get the ball.
But he went up and stole that ball from the big guy in the air.
Yes, he did. He was way up there in the air.
And the ref didn't like it, so they called foul on him.
Shoot, I saw that. I had flashbacks of myself getting way up in the air. I mean, shoot, I don't.
You got above the rim type of play, huh?
Something like that.
That's cool.
Back when I used to walk to school uphill in the snow both ways. Skelly's first free throw's no good.
Misses.
Gomez in there battling, and
that should have been
they knocked the ball out of bounds. Gomez was trying to get it. Shiny head over there called it the other way. 1:12 remaining here in the fourth.
That guy number 3 is wide open.
They kick it out to the left side. That's Combs. Combs throws it back out to Skelly. Skelly with the dribble drive. He has it deflected. Gomez comes away with the steal. Here comes Ashton Thompson running the other way, and he's like, I ain't slowing it up. I'm going.
And he was fouled.
A foul. So Eunice will have the ball on the baseline. We're still not in the bonus, which I think actually helps us right now because it gets us a chance to get the ball in and run some clock. They throw it into Ovi at the top of the key. That's not his place. Just relax. They get it into Thompson. Thompson with the dribble drive. He floats it over to Gomez. Gomez with a little spin move. Then he has his shot blocked out of bounds, and that's okay. The clock continues to tick. Of course, it stops for the inbounds play, but then we'll get to throw it in again. So this time they're going to throw it in down low. They float it over to Garcia. Garcia takes it to the hole, and he says, let me get down in here. He had a young man that was about his size, maybe a little smaller on him, so they were down there battling like they were post players.
Battling like big men, huh?
Yeah.
Nice little attack in the basket, went up for a little shot and got blocked from behind.
So Garcia goes to the free throw line. He was involved in that vehicle mischief last night, too. Him and Jules come sneaking through the dark. Didn't realize that there was a daddy hiding out there in the parking lot checking up on his kid.
So, criminals out there, huh?
Then they figured, hey, let's fix these windshield wipers back there. They weren't doing anything bad. They were just pulling the windshield wipers up, and I caught them. They didn't realize I was sitting there watching them. So he knocks down the first free throw. Here goes another one, and it swishes through nothing but the bottom of the net. Kobe.
Huh.
And here they come back the other direction. 45 seconds to go. Ramirez chunks up a long three, and he sinks it, nothing but the bottom of the net. Dora pushing up to put on some pressure. Thompson still with the ball. He's going to dribble it across the timeline. He's attacking. He throws it out to Ontiveros. Ontiveros trying to be smart with it. He flips it over outside to Garcia, and Garcia gets fouled. Good job of clock management, in my opinion, by the Cardinals here.
Now we're 1-1, Coach.
Yep.
Make him count now.
So Garcia will go to the free throw line. 47-54, 25 seconds remaining here on the clock in the game. So Garcia goes to the line. His first free throw is up, and it rattles out. The big man comes away with the rebound. He gets it to Skelly. Ooh, Skelly with what looked like kind of a push off there. They get it to Boom Boom. He throws up a long shot. It won't go. Gomez comes away with the rebound. He gets it over to Blevins. Blevins going to get grabbed and fouled, and now we're going to have a free throw shooting contest the last 10.5 seconds of the ball game.
Hopefully it's 10 seconds, don't last 2 hours, huh?
Yeah, it can sometimes in these kind of games. So 10.6 showing here on the scoreboard. 47-54, Eunice in the lead. Billy Blevins, who's had a heck of a ball game, goes to the free throw line. His first free throw is up. It rattles around and goes in. So Blevins extends the lead back to 8. 47-55. I think that's 8. Yeah, that's 8. My Eunice math. His second free throw swishes nothing but the bottom of the net. The lead's up to 9. Here comes Dora the other way. They're going to throw up a long one. Ramirez does. His three is no good. Dora with the rebound. They flip it back out to Ramirez again. He throws up another three, and it won't go. And your Eunice Cardinals are victorious 56-47 today here in Dora. Both varsity teams come away with wins here. Good wins for these Cardinals.
Very good wins. Eunice showed up and played very, very strong. They never gave up until the fourth quarter and came in and just performed. They came out with the victory.
Great job today all around for these Cardinals. Congratulations to both the boys and the girls program. You know, I was here during the JV game. The boys got to play. The JV girls didn't get to play because of illness and things like that. But great job here today by everyone. Want to make sure we shout out to some sponsors. Parker Energy Services, Brett and Penny Parker, Devon Energy, Jared Armstrong, Bryce Jenkins, Ryan Dean, Mr. Ornalis, all that group down there. Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogelmeyer, Brandon Matthews and crew. The Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne Reeves, Brian, Nikki, Elma, Aaron, Yachty and the crew. Eunice Public Schools, Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, the Zia Auto Shop, the Whitmire family, and Redbird Gas, Bart Parker. Thank you guys for all you do. Thank you for making this happen. We appreciate you. Congratulations to the Eunice Cardinals. Any thoughts, Rosendo, before we close her up?
No, just great job on both boys and girls tonight, and be safe going home.
I'm sure we'll be back, is it Tuesday?
Yes, sir, 25th against Loving.
Tuesday against Loving. I'm not sure whether that's a home or away game, but I'm certain we'll cover it. It's an away game, so we will cover that game. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate you. We appreciate the Nullmark broadcast coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you to our sponsors
who help us make this possible and do what we got to do out here.
He was saying something. I couldn't hear what he was saying. Yeah, I was both talking at the same time. We were trying to. We've got Jorge Ontiveros here, who is just chomping at the bit to get in a couple seconds on the mic. So he's here. What you got, Jorge Cito?
Y'all just wait for the return for number 13 on the court, but number 1 in your heart.
He says he's on the comeback trail for sure. He's ready. He's bringing it, and he's ready to bring it right back to the court.
He's anxious, isn't he?
I'm telling you, so anxious. Anyway, we're going to log it off. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Stay warm.
Bye-bye.